soon. Just need to update a couple of things. Sorry for the delay in stream. I got held up at work. And YouTube thumbnail up to there we go. I think YouTube's up to date. Rumble is up to date as well. Good. There you go. Just need to check my other computer. If you can give me one moment again. Based on what I see on my other computer, looks like everything's going good. Just going through advertisements, so I think everything is good to go. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's see now. And let's do some 1v1s for time being. We'll do some of the older ones I have. Let's do this one here. Sorry, my throat's a little bit not clear. Let me get some fluid into me. Probably a bad idea to drink some caffeine right now. Probably very likely a good bad idea to drink caffeine right now. And everything good to go. Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Company Wars 1 replay. It's on the north side. As the Wehrmacht player, we have Wagen. Not Panzerwagen, just Wagen. It's on the south side as the UK forces of Argentino Saurus. Why? I'm trying new faction scenes. To be fair, I usually see them not play Brits. I'm not sure. What faction do people see them tend to be the most strong? I think people say Wehrmacht is usually the strongest. It's so very well rounded. Translate's pretty good. US is pretty good. Maybe people think Brits is the weakest. I could be mistaken about that. It's more of an opinion question I cannot really answer. They got a bit of the exploit there to move around their squad individually. And he's immediately capturing up this point now, or should be. Though actually maybe still delayed because I don't see this. Oh, there's the flag going up now. Looks like the other guys were moving forward, so it's not exactly a super big exploit. Oh, Brits is my weakest, so you can win. Give it your best, buddy. How many? Wait a second. I have not been paying attention. We got 6 pioneers, no Wehrmacht quarters. Holy crap. That is a large number of pioneers. That will net them a lot of field control. They will have 12 courses versus the infantry section. These 3 models are getting split apart. Getting some shots there onto this pioneer squad, but luckily there's more of them. Everywhere he is surrounded, except for this direction. At least from this side and this side. That was a TF2 quote, wasn't it? We have you surrounded, at least from this side. I love that game. A lot of memorable quotes. Pioneers are receiving a bit more fire. Looks like going to be backing on off away from the intersection. This one, oh, he is packed up his HQ, so these guys are technically out of supply, making them move a bit slower.
Yes, sir.
And I got these pioneers trying to lay down some more wire. Looks like this one actually may have been destroyed. I'm not sure why it's empty right there. I doubt he managed, inserted that space there. And now the pioneers will get overrun, does get forced back there. This, of course, is Scope Rifle Squad, able to remove Pine without being sector. Lieutenant and pioneers gauging on out. It looks like the pioneers are winning. I actually don't know who actually wins that fight because you don't really see the lieutenant fighting against pioneers. Going for some tank traps here. And now we got the escalate skirmish phase. He's going straight for Grenadiers. He's skipping the Volks, Grenadiers, MG42, and Motorcycle. Pioneers receive a bit of fire there. Truck has been redeployed towards this munitions sector. The British forces does have this cutoff point here, so he's not getting this fuel income nor this fuel income. But he's taking time to lay down more and more tank traps. He's really good for heavy field control or a lot of terror escaping. Does need to fall back and wipes out the retreating squad there as well. You could use deploy designated marksman if you really want that squad dead, but probably not really worth it. Just a pioneer, and he has plenty of replacements. More tank traps going on down.
Supply lines are broken.
Only if I can speak. This pioneer can help out his two buddies. They're trying to build an entire structure themselves. That's a lot of work for two men. Even with trying to build it up with welding kits. Lieutenant captured this fuel point. So we got a Kriegsberg. He's going straight for the half track, going straight for Grenadiers. He may not have enough fuel for a half track at the moment. Let's switch over to the British forces. Got scope. We got rifles. No additional scope rifles just yet, nor upgrades. Of course, that's the lieutenant, and that's about it. Pretty big, boring opener for the Brits, but he's doing a good job securing the center of the map. And overall, there's actually a lot less fuel control, I would assume, with all these pioneers, because he's spending a lot of time doing a lot of terraforming and terror escaping. Lieutenant does get forced back by the pioneers once again. Old action rifles could push one forward. They could just be A moved forward as well. They no need to really fight from cover against pioneers. The pioneer squad does fall back. Now we've got the first squad of Grenadiers now in combat. He does have no cover right there. Maybe one guy's behind some heavy cover, that's about it. The other squad is advancing forward. He is not in sector at the moment. He, of course, does have a lieutenant nearby to support them out. So the Grenadiers will have trouble versus two squads, especially inspired by the lieutenant. So we've got the two pioneers here. Let's see, what do we have over here? Another squad of Grenadiers. The half track has been built on out, has been loaded up with both two Pioneer squads. He may want to get some veterancy on all of the squads, but of course that costs resources. And he's saving his fuel for this half track. At this point in time, I also sort of curious whether or not the flame half track wouldn't be half bad. But he does not have a whole lot of munitions mode. Gets some great suppression there thanks to the pinto mounts.
We are losing territory.
And now the half track starting to push its way forward. There's no landmines. I don't think we've seen. We do have the field support truck. He immediately deployed out, trying to get out some sappers, maybe a steward, but he of course needs the captain before getting a steward. So some sappers with some P.I.Ts probably be in order. Something put on right there. Is going to be another lieutenant? Oh no, it's a resource acquisition upgrade. Now do have some trenches being poured out. That would be a good defense position. It's likely it's going to get overran, but of course there is still the flamer.
Victory location is under attack.
In these situations, for the pioneer stall to half track, I always wondered if the flame half track would actually be useful, because that will provide an excellent amount of anti-infantry support. Good suppression there, gets that squad fully pinned. And Grenadiers are behind some heavy cover there. Second squad of Grenadiers in the region. And the slit trench is not fully built. He's holding off a little bit. He could go ahead and finish it off. He does have sappers here, likely being upgraded P.I.Ts. Yes, they are being upgraded P.I.Ts. Maybe a good idea to get upgraded some Ferenz as well for buttoning that half track. He hits through fire, gets some direct hits there on the Grenadiers. Right, grenade has been thrown. Grenade was dodged. We've got three squads of Grenadiers right here. Doesn't he push these the half track a little bit forward or a little bit around in order to get these Grenadiers reinforcements? It's going to be a bit of knocked out, drag out brawl. We do have a bunker here. A med bunker could be very good. Could net him a lot of casualties for more Grenadiers. He also needs to get veterancy as soon as possible because he really does need veterancy. Camp Graf Center being pulled out, very, very good. Veterancy will help him win out these long, protracted fights. This Grenadier squad needs to do a soft retreat or full retreat. He's about to lose his squad entirely. Let's switch back to the Wehrmacht player. And he's not focused on firing the wounded squad as well. He knows the half-track reason. Ooh, and Piet hits the wounded squad. This guy's not being reinforced, but he's so wounded. I don't say full retreat goes down. Losing 2 Grenadier squads like that is a horrible idea. That's 1 Grenadier here. He still has a single Pioneer load up in the back. He does take out the medics as well, so he's denying those casualties. Grenadier has been reinforced, but he's fighting too many forces here. The Lieutenant is in the region. He may want to get out a 2nd Lieutenant to help him fight this region, because he can provide a constant pressure against his half-track, against his HQ, if he doesn't deal with this half-track in time, and the Lieutenant could help him out with that. Piet's, however, getting some great hits there, but he does have a lot of Pioneers for Bears, just not nearby, other than, say, the half-track itself. Oh, yeah. Pioneers some reinforcements. He's going for, I think that's an infantry veteran, not support infantry. Could be either, honestly. It is Special C infantry. Getting some hits there on the bunker as well. Very good. The Sapper squad will need to fall back over shortly. Flamer Pioneers does get inside the garrison. Not getting repaired on up now. 2nd squad of Piet's has been deployed on now. But he's getting some great repairs on this bunker, and he should get it repaired up no problem. 1 medic has been respawned, so he does have access to recover casualties if he sustains any more. 2nd Grenadier squad being deployed on out. And looks like he's going to take time to reinforce the bunker or slit trench. I don't think it's fully built. He's still in the owned state, not a neutral state. He does have a casualty clearance station here. He needs that healing, of course, and does fully build it. He does have access now to stormtroopers, which could be useful bringing out a pair of Panstreks. No, an STG squad would be a great. Or maybe just going to save up from some Studs. No additional levels of Veteran C. Grenadiers are seeing quite a bit of fire, some Grenadier squads in the region. And this Flamer Pioneer, it's so wounded, but he needs Veteran C in order to get healed up. Oh, fall back. Just do he needs to get behind the line side block and gets ripped apart. He's playing this horribly. He needs, if he's so low in health, he has to do a full retreat, not some sort of soft retreat. He can't really half-ass some of this, but he will get another Grenadier now. And he does have more casualties right here, so Fresh Grenadier has been pointed out. So assuming these guys go casualty state, he's a bit lucky with that. He will have more Grenadiers to support his Grenadiers. He does have a bit of munition as well. Maybe an MG42? It's maybe one of the few times when MG42 and when the LMG42s would be a good idea. Now there's a 2nd Lieutenant, very good, and the rifle grenades are a good idea as well. I didn't realize those were rifle grenades, not Piets. He says it's lacking. That could explain his poor response with his forces. Trying to repair up the bunker now. The bunker's quite wounded. The Flamer Pioneer is not getting any good angles. Now we've got Veteran C1 on his Pioneers. It's pretty understandable amount of Pioneers he has. He still has 5 of them alive. He has 3 Grenadiers. Those are a stick bomb. Steelhound Granada. And okay, that was just a scope rifle squad, not a sniper. Bunker getting some repairs, and now the Grenadier squad is falling back. He does have 2 command points. He's getting pretty close to the Stu. And he's 1 casualty away from getting another Grenadier. And there's a Stu. He needs a bit of manpower, and he may not get it anytime soon because of the amount of Grenadiers he has in the field. Let's switch over the Brits. He has a bit of manpower reserve, which is good. Of course, that's a 3 infantry section. A Brand squad wouldn't be that bad. He could try taking time to build out a split trench here. He does have to focus on the Flamer Pioneers. 2 Flamer Pioneers in the region. PS do connect, getting some great hits there onto that half-track, forcing back. He does actually do a full retreat in that Grenadier this time. Flamer Pioneers will need to fall back, getting overwhelmed, gets a fresh Grenadier here. He has a Grenadier back here as well. He has 2 Grenadiers. And this one has started firing. Try to hit the Piet squad. The bunkers now seeing a bit of fire. We've got 2 Sapper squads in this region. Maybe throwing out another stick bomb. He threw out 1. The other one should have an off cooldown. He does get a number of casualties there, trying to repair it up still. overrunning the Piets. This one does drop a model there, force out squad back, needs to prioritize find the other one as well. Does not get the mid bunker. Now we've got a mortar. A Grenade Warfer is a great item. You just need to hold good cover, positional cover points and able to let the mortar rain on in and bring in some damage. He's getting some healing, which is very good. He does have another intersection. Being upgraded Bren's very good. Using the last of his current stockpile of munitions. He needs to go for armor. He needs to go for Churchills. He should have enough command points. He does have enough command points for even for an AVRE. But he doesn't really have munitions for AVRE. But a regular Churchill at this point in time would do excellent. I genuinely believe Churchill would be the right call at this time. He could bring in he could take time to build a 25 pounder. That's another possibility as well. You don't need Royal Artillery to engage this with a 25 pounder. But I genuinely believe a Churchill would be excellent. He'll force his Grenadiers to build up Panchers and Grenadiers, reducing the damage output for his, allowing his intersection to engage a little bit better. And AVRE could start nuking these forces. They're very congested as well. He does have a decent amount of munitions income, so I believe an AVRE is the correct choice. He does have 2 lieutenants, one in efficiency 3, the other one's vet 1 and severely wounded. He does lose the vet 1 lieutenant. Rifle grenades raining on him, getting some good sporadic damage. Grenade Warfare raining a little bit short. Those are Piet shots. Rapid grenades are raining on him as well. This Grenadier is quite wounded. Does have capture the Wehrmacht player does have the VP capture. Slight VP advantage, but there's a lot of VPs left to go in the game. Do have veteran C2 on the Grenadiers as well. And this Grenadier squad does fall back. That's a half track. That's not a vehicle. Pioneers are making their advance. And I got all these Grenadiers in the region. He is now trying to hit that bunker. Rifle grenade gets a good hit there. Throw a stick bomb. Does dodge it. Gains some good damage there. He could send out the scope rifle squad to capture up these other points, though it will run into a wall and wall right there. So it's actually only couple points a bit exposed. Good shots there on the Grenadiers, but now these intersections need to fall back away from the flamers. Grand squad does fall back as well. Piet squad still trying to chip in some damage. And now we do have a Stu deployed on the field. A Churchill would be heavy enough to deal with a Stu. And he should have enough command points for a Churchill Crocodile. I could be mistaken about that though. No, it should be 7 command points, right? It's 2, then 1, then 4, right? I'm probably thinking about that wrong. I'm a little bit fixated on the Churchills, aren't I?
Germans are trying to secure our patrol dump.
And here comes the 25 pounder, which is a good option. A little bit late for the 25 pounder. He has a good amount of reserves as well. You could go with an armor command truck and get out some Cromos. Cromos would be nice. In this particular case, the Kangaroo may be the best option. Fireflies wouldn't be half bad to do with a Stu as well. Oh no, that's a 70 pounder, not a 25 pounder. He needs to get a 25 pounder out of this region. Even a mortar pit or 2 would be quite good. Mortar pits are not half bad. 70 pounder has been pulled out. He could throw the Piet squad into the bunker, help engage, or no, just need something to deal with the flamers first. Flamers still pose a problem with those split trenches. Does use the casualty clearing station there as well. I'm surprised he hasn't got a free intersection. He only has recovered 1 casualty so far. Gets good damage here as well. And now the Piet squad trying to advance forward. Gets a good hit there on the Stu. The Stu has efficiency 1. Good hits. Just missed there on the Piet on the Flamer squad. Grenadiers are quite wounded. They're still behind the heavy cover. He needs something to deal with that cover. Flame Pounder looks like he's rolling some misses there onto the Stew. It looks like he did lose a squad. Looks like maybe, I'm not sure what he actually lost there. The captain's region wouldn't be half bad to provide a good defensive buff, and perhaps just sort of hang in the Slit Trench to make sure it doesn't get captured up. Granada Warfare looks like they're lying some barrages around this region, maybe trying to hit these guys. And the Grenadiers are seeing lots of damage. They will need to fall back soon. Mortar does come on in. Intersection has been reformed. He does get himself a free intersection. And now Shoes makes his advance. Does find an angle to hit the Stew, just rolls and miss, however. And now we've got a 25 pounder, a little bit late for it. Grenadier squad has been upgraded with Pantrick, trying to go for some fake shots onto these various structures.
Boys are ready.
And now we've got some good healing right there. A lot of these forces are quite wounded. Now heavy cover is absorbing a lot of shots from the 75 pounder. Now we've got another scope rifle squad. He's gone for 2 scope rifles. And now 25 pounder has been completed. Barrage in the mortar and bunker will probably be a good option right now. Stews in the region. Rifle grenade fire. A good hit there by the Granada Warfare. And a 20. Ooh, and the Stew gets a good hit there on the PF squad as well.
They have destroyed a German target.
Looks like the Granada Warfare does go down to the 25 pounder barrage. Very good. And these grenadiers behind heavy cover still being a bit of a problem. Rifle grenades, they're really miss or miss, but when they hit, they do a lot of good work. Lieutenant has gone inside the garrison, inside the Slit Trench. Very good. You could use deploy designated marksman to help deal with that Grenadier. Right now, them behind heavy cover is causing a lot of problems. Grenadiers and Flame Pioneers now advancing as well. And now the Lieutenant is scoring a bit of Flamer fire. Stew does find a good hit there as well. The 70 pounder needs to retarget towards the Stew, but maybe out of range slightly. Does drop the Bren squad, actually a pretty sizable squad loss. Another casualty is being recovered as well. He will get a free intersection out soon. Pantrick does connect with the 70 pounder as well. This Grenadier squad will get wiped down out. He needs to focus on the PF squads. He needs to keep the 70 pounder alive. That's what's keeping the Stew away. He does keep the Stew alive. Flamer Pioneers now advance forward. Does use heroic charge right there. With 2 designated marksmen, good hits there on that scope rifle squad. You could be able to do a quick 1-2 shot onto the Flamer Pioneers and wipe them out. Does get a fresh Bren squad. Sorry about that, hit my microphone. 25 pounder barrage onto the bunker, getting some scratches. A grenade was thrown. He does dodge it. Grenadier squad game focused down. Stew's finding some good hits still. Yeah, Stew finding more and more hits right there. Up to 7 kills. Bunker receives small amount of damage, nothing too significant. And good hits there. Up north, the scope rifle squad does get forced back by the Grenadiers. Flaming Pioneers advancing as well.
Forward OPs reporting a sector is under attack.
Pioneers and Grenadiers push way forward. 3 Pioneers, 2 Grenadiers, one with Pantrick. He got 10 command points as well. Munitions, not a huge amount. Does have 25 pounder. Maybe we should go for the 25 pounder barrage from the Commando Doctrine at the current rate. But it's there, does use heroic charge. Captain's in the sector, very good. Inside the Slit Trench as well. There's also a grenade right there, getting some hits there, the Piet squad. Now these forces are charging on forward, trying to get some good damage. Grenade Warfare getting some excellent hits still. Grenadier squad are seeing quite a bit of fire, does throw some rounds into the Slit Trench, and one of the Grenadiers have gone down. Grenade Warfare still finding some deadly hits as the Scoper squad is being focused down by the Grenadiers. Prime Pantrax, he is trying to recover the 70 pounder. We've got the medics going forward from both sides. They have a lot of work ahead of them.
Reporting a petrol dump under attack.
Stu hitting this flanking Scope Rifle squad, trying to overrun the mortar team. Looks like the med bunker is out of casualties recovered, so we'll have to start over. He did get recently a fresh grenadier. Even this squad right here. Ooh, that was a good hit there. Scope Rifle squad gets forced on back. There was a squad. It lost his rifle grenade squad. Yep, fully wiped out. Stu firing some more rounds there as well. Gain some more hits onto the infantry sections. He needs a Firefly, honestly. Starting to reinforce. So I've been partial to a Churchill Crocodile right now, quite good constant anti-infantry support. And does force back with the squads with the Stu. The Stu is currently up to 11 kills. Even a mortar pit wouldn't be that bad. He needs to get a 25 pounder barrage right there. Right now he's been using that heavy cover for a bit too much. He's just been having trouble dealing with this heavy cover. Stu finding an excellent hit right there onto the intersections. 15 kills. Another thing you could go for is Royal Artillery to have also swing down artillery barrages. Now here comes a Warferman barrage from that half-track key built from earlier this game. Getting some good hits there. Two casualties been recovered. Not sure if it's recovered from here. I think it says receiving a bit more lag there. Stu does receive a hit there by the 17 pounder. And receives another hit there as well, trying to back on off. He gets another shot off, he could take it out. Rolls a miss there, or trying to hit the Grenadiers. Grenadiers advancing forward, trying to engage out these forces. Not sure what he's saying right now. Is he talking about the Tiger tank or the Stu?
Enemy unit has been
17 pounder barrage now trying to hit the Warferman. A good hit there. Bunker receiving a bit of fire. Mortar also receiving a bit of fire. Stu finds a good hit there onto the infantry section. And now got the infantry section start making its way forward. Does miss with the Pantrax shot. He could try recrewing the mortar. The mortar Grenade Warfare will be quite successful, or has been quite effective. One more casualty has been recovered, and there's soon to be another Grenadier squad. Does have a forward to the trench that'd be very good, but the Flame Pioneers are advancing forward. He just makes sure he needs to scuttle that before he gets before losing it, or forfeits it. I found it really hasn't fired a whole lot of barrages. Now the Grenadiers are fighting from the heavy cover once again. And they will be getting a lot of work done there behind that heavy cover. Another Warferman barrage raining on in. Looks like Captain's now bet you C3. And now the Grenadiers getting ripped apart. Tiger Panzer has been pulling out. Good frag grenade there. Not actually that good. I thought that was going to be a deadly hit, but it was honestly a bit underwhelming. Tiger Tank and Stu are making the way forward. Gotta make sure he can avoid the 17-pounder. He can only move forward a little bit more, however. He gets advancing forward, gets knocked around by the Tiger Tank. And now this Grenadier squad will need to fall back. Let's get wiped out right there. Almost wiped out a Piet squad there. They drop a Piet as well. It looks like Pioneer, Flamer Pioneer does go down. Bunker may actually go down. It does go down right there. Finally managed to finish it off. And it looks like it's going to take time to repair up these various structures. And we do have air Churchill's being selected, though doesn't have a lot of manpower at the moment. When he gets the course staff to void out, and I think he has selected all of his doctrines. I think he had enough command points for all every single doctrine ability. Good hits there. Holy crap, that's a lot of corpses. All went flying away. It looks like he kept both his sapper squads because, of course, have the planks there, and that's why some of these replacements that emplacement took a little bit less damage. Because another Warframe Barrage is going to be deadly as well. He's way too congested here. Now his opponent's going to try to artillery him out of the game. He has a tank, and the Tiger Tank and the Stu both available as well. Stu's at 22 kills. The Tiger Tank is at 3. Grenadier is getting flanked. He does throw out a stick bomb there as well. He has not dodged it, received quite a bit of damage there. But now got the Bren squad, who has picked up a Piet as well. Another regular Easter section as well. Going for more sled trenches, very nice. Does have 3 Grenadiers advancing. Let's get that complete as soon as possible. Another stick bomb has been thrown. Gets a good hit there as well. The trencher has been completed. He needs to get inside of it as soon as possible. Warframe Barrage now raining on in. Does lose his sled trench there as well. PS squad's going to fight the heavy cover. Throws out a stick bomb there. Does eat it. That 25-pounder barrage is coming on in. Gets some suppression on one of those squads. The next round, range short. Getting a great hit there as well. These Grenadiers will avoid the rest of barrage, but they're not in any position to stay around for much longer. No Churchills have been deployed now. He currently has 6 infantry sections there. I think all of them were from the extra ones were from the casualty clearing station. This will go for his opponent right now. He's got all his doctrinal abilities as well. Both players managed to get their doctrines maxed out very quickly due to the amount of how much combat there has been in the game. He's down to 3 Grenadiers. He's lost another Grenadiers. Vehicles from Button gave some great hits there. And he has rebuilt his med bunk as well. Warframe Barrage now trying to rain on this sector. It does fall back. Should only have efficiency 1. He does have access to manpower bullets. He has plenty of fuel as well, so he could try taking up to get out some other assets. Some Ostwind wouldn't hurt. Or Panzer IVs.
Yes, comrade.
Grenadier's going to be taking time to capture that point. He could perhaps secure that Grenade Warfare. Here comes another Warframe Barrage.
Grenadiers are taking fire at this position.
Looks like Warframe Barrage is sort of raining up there. A little bit everywhere. 25-pounder barrage trying to hit the Grenadiers. They do get a good hit. The Grenadiers do fall back.
Objective taken. We defend it with our lives.
It breaks down to 169 tickets while his opponent still has 482. That is a lot of tickets. Observation post has been built on the munitions sector. Tiger Tank now receiving quite a bit of fire from PS. He could potentially be buttoned there as well. Still finding some hits there on the sprint squad. It cannot get a button off now since it's retreating back. Gets running on it. Gets on the Grenadiers. Grenadiers do throw a stick bomb. Gets a decent hit there onto the Fiat squad. As Stu's now up to 39 kills. That's a lot of kills. He may have just lost the whole intersection squad there. Grenadiers being a bit battered and wounded. The Fiat squad could be wiped out by the Tiger tank. And now the Bren squad here is receiving fire from the Stu. Does avoid that shot. Tiger tank well to find these unescorted infantry squads, so it does need a bit of healing. And here comes another Warframe barrage raining on in. There's a good hit there, lots of good hits there. And then the 70 pounder has received a bit of fire as well.
Grenadiers, assemble on me!
Another Grenadier squad? Okay, gone for a 4th Grenadier. And currently right now, another Stu just wouldn't hurt. Some sort of anti-infantry vehicle. He has plenty of fuel. And the Flaming Pioneers will get force on back. Stu will see a bit of fire.
We're losing territory.
But it's there. Grenadiers are advancing force as well. Going for a grenade. No, he does cancel the grenade. Remember as well, he can kill stun grenades. Stun grenades at this point in time wouldn't hurt. Tiger tank does see a bit of fire in there. Needs some repairs. Another got 25 pounder barrage there. Does only 1 kill there on the Grenadier squad, as these squads do fall on back. This VP has been captured. We've got 2 infantry section models there. The Grenadiers should be able to clean them out. Search for a grenade in the trench. Warframe barrage raining on him, takes out the 17 pounder. Now this armor can advance. There's actually a large number of kills right there as well. Let's see what he has remaining. No manpower. He has been battered and bruised. He does have, what, 1 more casualty to get out another infantry section. Grenade has been thrown. And almost got wiped out by that grenade. Intersection start advancing forward. Have to make dangerous charges to the lack of units. Stu's advancing force will may find a wipe. A lot of wipe potential right here. That shot's fired. Gets a wipe. Another Grenadiers advancing forward. This may have been a fresh squad from that bunker. 17 kills. That's definitely not a fresh squad. Armor command truck has been pulled out. A Firefly is basically needed to deal with the Stu and the Tiger tank. He has plenty of munitions at the moment, so an AVRE can just be constantly firing. And VP has been claimed. This VP is being recaptured. Does put a fresh squad there to make sure it gets secured. Upgrading for Bren squad won't be half bad. Warframe barrage raining on in. His HQ command truck is wounded. We've got 3 Warframe and half tracks here. So going for some Cromwell to overrun them wouldn't be half bad. Stick grenade throw. And does see a decent hit there. Stu's firing a shot. Does roll a miss there. The Tiger tank does roll a miss as well. Warframe barrage raining on in. This time it's pretty close to those Grenadiers. And the Sappers receive a good hit there, so does the Grenadier squad.
NCO's reporting they have destroyed a
Does
German
get a wipe
target.
there, very nice.
The boys are waiting on your
St.
word.
Panel has been repaired. He still needs to repair up the HQ command truck.
Let's not cock this one up, eh?
He's going for a Staghound, which of course will allow him to eventually get out his Fireflies. Here comes another barrage. This time onto the Tiger tank. Efficiency 2.
Enemy line found!
This intersection squad trying to capture the VP, but severely wounded. And does get wiped out by the workman. And he's used all of his barrages right there. That's definitely all 3 of them right there, I believe. Grenadiers and Flame Pioneers advance forward. The Flame Pioneers getting some good bursts there onto the officer. Staghound has been pointed out. He does need us in this region. He can perhaps haul it down in this region and provide some good constant fire. Choose fired, get a great hit there. Force back both of the squads.
Gun here.
45 pounder still alive, but a bit damaged. Our command truck is still quite wounded. And the Grenadiers will be fighting against the intersection. Staghound has been deployed on now. The Panzer are going to be trying to engage a Staghound. Should be able to get a shot off of it right about now. I'm so surprised there's the first shot. Getting direct hit there. Staghound charging forward. Does suppress the Grenadier squad. And the Workman half-track squad advance forward. They do have plenty of help to survive against the Staghound. He does go ahead and follow him back there. Just get a nice little bit of recon there as more of these Stu shots raining on in. It looks like the Brit has cast in the GG.
Stores are under attack.
To be fair, he didn't really spend his resources all too well and was not properly counting his opponent. His opponent was very static and was very vulnerable to indirect fire. He just didn't really counter his opponent's strategy. Oops, hit my microphone again. He was very vulnerable to various strategies, and he was just not being aggressive enough nor not proper counter. He was dealing had trouble with Grenadiers behind heavy cover. Oh, there goes that intersection squad. Lieutenant looks like to be next for the Tiger tank. Get a hit there.
Forces have knocked us down to 100 points.
Yep, there we go.
Front's shifted. Jerry's overrunning one of our sectors.
Nope, looks like he's about back of the game.
The sector is being overrun. Supply lines are broken. We have territory out of supply.
There we go, and that's the end of the replay. This is Anagrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Let's see now, that was... that was this one here. Let's go ahead and do one more 1v1, then we'll go to some 2v2s. Let's go with this one here. Greetings everyone, and Grade here of another Company Wars 1 replay. Spawn on the south side as the US forces, we have Jalun Champ. Spawn on the north side as the Wehrmacht player, we have Net T4. Looks like it's going out for some Wehrmacht quarters. It looks like I got only 2 Pioneers.
Engineer squad ready, sir.
Second Engineer squad has pulled out, so both sides going for just 2 Engineers versus 2 Pioneers. Barracks pointing out, and Riflemen should be queued up relatively short way. Nope, going straight for the Jeep. Over here, will we see a motorcycle in return, or will we see Volksgrenadiers? MG42 or Schimwagen? We got 4 choices. So if you're going to make a blind guess, you have 25% chance. I'm guessing MG42. Let's see if I guess correctly. Volksgrenadiers. Darn. But he's going for Volksgrenadiers versus a Jeep. The Jeep, of course, will allow some good mobility. The Volksgrenadiers, of course, a standard infantry unit that will last much longer than a Jeep. Looks like the Wehrmacht player is eyeing for the left side of the map. The US player is going to the right side. He's doing that little exploit to split up his squad like that. And now here comes the Jeep. The Jeep makes its way forward. Pioneers trying to wire off some of that cover there. It was unsuccessful, however. They are behind some light cover, and now here comes the Volksgrenadier to force back the Jeep. Could perhaps go advance towards heavy cover right there. Best fight from heavy cover. Except when the Jeep is trying to hit the Pioneer squad. We'll go ahead and take time to start building that wire, and he's charging forward once again, getting some flanking shots there on the Pioneers. All they want to do is layer down some wire. Some nice Constantine wire, or razor wire. It's not barbed wire, that's for sure. If you look closely, no, it actually does look like barbed, so it's not actually razor wire. It is actually barbed wire. Pioneers receive a bit of fire. And the Pioneer squad does get forced back, denying him from completing that barbed wire. Very nice. Jeep, however, has received quite a bit of fire. The Volksgrenadier is still quite healthy. And over here, now got the Rifleman squad being deployed on out. Engineers trying to capture that munitions point. They also got some more riflemen, very likely riflemen, who are now will go over multiple Jeeps.
Yep, recon here.
Pioneers being reinforced, push way back forward. Got something blowing out. That could be anything. MG42. Who's going for 2 Volksgrenadiers and MG42.
Yes, sir.
And now the Pioneers and just push way forward, but the Volksgrenadiers in the region. So it looks like the Pioneers will win out. You see, so capture these sectors. Pioneers not going for the safe sectors to get some extra resources. MG42 has been deployed on out. Volksgrenadiers have captured that strategic point. It's not a cutoff point. And now the Rifleman squad is advanced forward, and the Jeep is doing a good job knocking around the Volksgrenadier, forcing them back nice and early. MG42 set up in a very defensive position, maybe trying to hit that Jeep if he tries to pursue. Volksgrenadiers over here backing off to some light or heavy cover. Looks like that's all light cover in this region. And now the Pioneers are advancing forward as well. Let's go fight against 2 Rifleman squads and Jeep. These forces are very outnumbered. He will need the MG42 to advance forward. He has repositioned, may receive some hits there from the MG42. And also these forces do fall back nice and early.
Attention. The enemy advances.
Pioneer team ready.
Pioneers have captured the standard strategic point, and the engineers have captured the VPs. Now there's a double capture of VPs against the Wehrmacht players, soon to be triple capture. Jeep's trying to knock around the MG42, does get the extra deployment right there, and now got some heavy engine damage there. The defense crew's getting some good hits on in. MG42 fires a burst on the rear armor, very nice. Trying to pursue it. For suppressing their Rifleman squad is good with the MG42, allowing the Volksgrenadier to pursue that Jeep. Engineers advancing forward as well. Maybe get some hits there on the engineers. The engineers are quite low, the Jeep's quite low. More suppression coming out onto the Rifleman squad, does fully retreat back with that squad now. Volksgrenadiers fighting from light cover, more Volksgrenadiers advancing forward as well. He's trying to repair up the Jeep, still has engine damage and does fall back, was unable to get the engine repaired on the Jeep, so the Jeep's going to be run down. But this Rifleman squad here should have been pulled off from capturing when these guys started advancing forward. Surprisingly enough, not getting a lot of bullet pens there. There we go, got some penetrating bullets. And there goes the Jeep. Kampfgruppe Company or Kampfkraft Center has been pulled on out. Immediately going for Veteran C1 Infantry. He has 3 Volksgrenadiers, so getting Vet 1 Infantry would be very handy indeed. As I mentioned, net him some extra health regen, because it's always important. And the Rifleman squad has escaped up north. This Rifleman squad is advancing forward, will find the Volksgrenadiers, and by the MG42, already found an angle on him and suppresses him. Rifleman squad still suppressed. We've got the engineers advancing forward. Getting some good damage there onto the Volksgrenadiers. Rifleman squad's overrunning this at Volksgrenadiers as well. 2 more rifleman squads are advancing forward. He has 4 squads of riflemen all in this region. And all the Volksgrenadiers and the MG42 does get forced back. This Volksgrenadier needs to retreat back now. Now this bar of riflemen out in the field. And the Volksgrenadier squad does fall back. Engineers here are quite wounded. The Pioneers should be able to deal with them. The Pioneer squad actually getting ripped apart. That light cover was very important for the Engineers to win that engagement. We have this Pioneer squad capturing this cutoff point. Very nice. And the US riflemen are not exactly spreading out to capture multiple points. And there are some rifleman landmines, so he has gone for infantry doctrine. Yep, don't see any other builds just yet. He used up all his command points on that as well. Rifleman squad does fall back.
Americans are seizing territory from us.
And the Pioneer squad is retreating as well. And does wipe out that squad. Very nice. Let's keep the Wehrmacht player selected so we know what doctrine he's going for. And perhaps see when he goes up for battle phases and all that sort. Rifleman squad is, or no, engineer capturing up the VP. And that is a Wehrmacht landmine there getting interrupted. Not a US landmine. Rifleman squad behind some cover there, but I think the casualties should spot it. Or at least the Volksgrenadiers. I forget that this game the casualties can't spot. But the Volksgrenadiers do spot them, and the sniper does get a shot there.
Incoming gunfire. Volksgrenadiers hold steady.
Does get some good hits there as well.
The fuel objective is ours.
Rifleman squad is advancing. We've got these 2 Volksgrenadiers in this region, so they should be able to hold off the riflemen.
We're under fire.
Now we do have Kriegsberg. What will he go for? It's possible he goes for a half-track, plus a capability to pull out Pak-38 when you need it, so it's probably possible he should go for Pak-38. US player is going for the supply yard. He does have a bit of fuel as well, so maybe he's going to go for the motor pool. That is a US landmine right there. Volksgrenadiers are behind some light cover. Rifleman squad is advancing. And now here comes the Rifleman squad trying to overrun the Volksgrenadiers. The Volksgrenadiers, of course, does get forced on back. Wehrmacht sniper is advancing forward, finds a shot there.
Squad ready for orders. Engineers, good to go.
He may be trying to cut off some of this wire. There's a lot of barbed wire in this region. And we've got some more mines being deployed out as well. Wehrmacht sniper getting a couple more shots there. Rifleman squad does fall back. It does make a little opening there in the barbed wire. He may have spotted that landmine there. I'm not so sure. Flamer squad does force back the Volksgrenadiers, however. These Volksgrenadiers are engaging at long range. The Flamer engineers going to try to make their advance. He could try to force fire on the ground of where he may have saw that landmine.
Report, we are losing a sector.
Now we do have a motor pool deployed on out in the field. And going immediately for the Greyhound.
The men are focused. Look alive, people! We got ground infantry!
Grenadiers, you have plenty of health.
Hold the initiative.
He does throw out a grenade right there.
Berlin by Christmas.
Rifleman squad does avoid it. Grenadiers still have all 4 of the models, but severely wounded. They do fall back now. They do still have all 4 of their models. Jeez. Nope, make that 3 now. N42 does find a burst there on the Rifleman squad, does suppress it. Volksgrenadiers here to support as well. This is a US landmine here, which the Pioneers may find it. They do find it, and actually having the Pioneers find it right there is actually very good for the Wehrmacht player. because that was the least important squad in that region. Do we have a Wehrmacht landmine right there as well? US landmine here. Has this one actually been fully built? I remember it not fully built. No, it's not fully built. You could cancel it for a bit of munitions.
Pay attention!
Armor car advancing forward, trying to get some hits there on the Volksgrenadiers. And the Volksgrenadier squad does fall back. Finds that landmine, thanks to the sweeper, and does detonate it. Does spot this landmine here. That's not actually... Oh, does get canceled right there. Very good. Get that munitions back and going. Rifleman squad advancing forward. We've got a casualty being recovered here as well. He has a casualty bunker right back here, so very good. He gets keep that alive. He gets, of course, some 3 grenadiers. Speaking about grenadiers, we have one deployed on that with a Panstrike. Getting the medic down. Let's shoot the medic. The medic should be charging forward. It is. Panstrike looks like does roll some miss there on the M8. MP42 will be suppressing this Rifleman squad. Volksgrenadier squad can help force them back as well. This Rifleman squad could be eyeing for a flank and also perhaps hit that Grenadier. Patrick does roll a miss there. This Volksgrenadier squad does fall back.
We are losing territory.
Get some good hits there under that Rifleman squad. AT gun does find a hit there onto that Greyhound. Volksgrenadiers. Ooh, almost got a shot there. If he would have got the Panzerfaust off, he actually could have got a kill. Motor pool here still. And we got the supply yard. I don't know if he has got any for upgrades just yet there. 100 fuel for the Wehrmacht player. We do have the Sturm armory being built, so likely going for a Stug. Could be going for a Puma with a 50mm cannon, but maybe not. US player does have the Alpha Power Shoot available, and soon enough missions to actually make it available as well. Going for Pack 38 can quickly be bombarded by the off-map Power Shoot. He now has 150 munitions for it. He may well go for a sticky bomb sooner rather than later as well. And support weapons center has been employed now, and bringing out his own sniper. The Wehrmacht sniper. 9 kills at the moment. Hopefully that first shot from the US sniper is on the Wehrmacht sniper. He has no reason to keep a camouflage, so if the US sniper just advances forward, pick it off first, it would be great. Does spot that landmine as well. Going to be sweeping the landmine immediately before capturing up the point, and the Grenadiers are going to capture the point themselves.
Roger. Tally ho, we're good to go.
Patrick fires, gets a good hit there onto the M8. Two, three, 4 has been put on the field. Is it going for a 50mm? No, it's not. Just using it for anti-infantry support. Sniper finds another hit there as well. No, that's a Minesweeper squad. We got Minesweeper squads for both players. Let's cancel that mine. And the Pioneer's going to take time to clean up that mine. We got 2 submachine guns versus 1 submachine gun. The other ones have been replaced by a Minesweeper. Though I suppose a Minesweeper wouldn't be half bad to whack your opponent in the head with. Though probably not. A Minesweeper is probably not durable to whack somebody in the head with. Armor car now receiving some repairs. Over here, we got the Rifleman squad. Rifleman squad. US sniper camouflaging forward. Very, very good.
We are ready to close
That's the
with enemy.
Volksgrenadiers. Wehrmacht sniper.
We are ready to push back the Yankees.
Wait, I haven't selected. Wehrmacht sniper is actually way back here. Armor car skirting around, and the rifleman squad does fall back. Rifleman squad start making their way forward, trying to get some shots there onto the... Well, they are getting some shots on the Volksgrenadier. This Volksgrenadier is getting a good flank. US sniper has not been revealed yet. No shots. Hold fire. You don't need to fight. Use them to fight these rifleman squad. You got 2 rifles on the region, though he's going to get ripped apart by the autocannon, that's for sure. Does force back those squads. Rifleman sniper quick advance forward. Wehrmacht sniper still right there for some odd reason. Stug has been deployed on out. Rifleman squad is still receiving a bit of fire. Flame engineers advancing forward. Able to get some damage there on the Volksgrenadiers, forcing them back. And Pack 38, or nope, M1AT gun does find a shot there. Greyhound finds a shot there as well, but that one actually did hit. Off my power shoot, trying to hit that MG42. Which is a probably poor target. He needs to hit that Pack 38 and not the MG. Stugen's region. The Wehrmacht sniper still back here. Did you just straight up forget about it?
Puma, ready.
The Americans are capturing a sector.
I wonder. Can we capture this sector right there? Why would he keep a sniper back right there? Is he map hacking? There's no reason why you would just keep it back there for so long. You wouldn't forget about it. Just turn on Fog of War. Let's see what he sees. We got the Rifleman Squad and Greyhound in this region. Strug and Panzerschreck in this region. That makes this be a bit defense right there. MG42 engaging these forces here. Observation post deployed out there as well. Armor cars skirting around, perhaps trying to help engage these forces. Minesweeper squad advance forward, just trying to get a quick sweep. Now he knows it's safe for his Greyhound to advance forward right there. And the Wehrmacht sniper's still back there for some odd reason. Patrick does connect with a Greyhound. And now we've got these Volksgrenadiers charging on forward, trying to capture this sector. Of course, we've got the sniper here. He's firing some shots there at the AT gun. And still back there for some odd reason. Rifleman squad trying could potentially throw a sticky bomb onto that Stug. And over here we've got the Grenadier or Rifleman squads advancing forward. Let's force back the Volksgrenadiers.
What do you want? Attack on forward base.
Artillery barrage now raining on in. Back artillery barrage. Yep, M2. Was he actually deployed out? M2. He's gone for infantry doctrine. Oh yeah, we saw the landmines. Of course. It's the Wehrmacht, but we don't know what doctrine he's gone for just yet. Now seeing the M2. Now we'll of course learn that what doctrine his opponent has gone for. I don't think there's any indication of the Alpha parachute would also indicate what it is. So maybe a good idea to go for either Terror or Blitzkrieg. Not Blitzkrieg, Terror or Defense. They both have, of course, the off-map artillery barrage to deal with the M2s. Rifleman Squad and Volksgrenadiers both fall back. We got Veteran C2 and the Volksgrenadiers. Sniper still back here. Your sniper, of course, camouflage right here. He's trying to hunt the other sniper, but he simply hasn't seen it for such a long time.
Calibrating range find.
Reporting.
Grenada Warfare has been pulled out. Let's suppress this Rifleman Squad. What is that Grenada Warfare trying to barrage? Why would he barrage right there? I suppose if his opponent was capturing that sector from him, that would make sense, but That seems a little bit suspicious. Artillery barrage raining on in. Does get off that power shoot there. And the Volksgrenadier squad is getting ripped apart there. Got another mortar hit there from the Grenadier Warper as the MG42 does suppress down this rifleman. Number of casualties right here. 2 Volksgrenadiers, both of them going to be covered. He will not net him a free Grenadier. And here comes the sniper now, push his way forward. Your sniper has gotten 1 kill. At this point in time, I don't blame the US player for not saving his shot for the sniper. That's US sniper has been camouflaged waiting there for about 10 minutes. And the Wehrmacht sniper has been back here at the equal amount of time. Stug and autocannon advancing forward. Got the Greyhound in this region. The Stug, of course, will take up the Greyhound, give enough time. Does roll a miss there. AT gun sitting on up. Finds a bounce there on the Stug. Greyhound skirting around. Greyhound 234. Another rifle squad advancing forward. Got a flame engineer flanking, getting some great hits there onto the mortar. And he gets killed while packed up, which completely destroys the weapon.
We are losing ground. Veterancy gained.
We got some veterancy on the Kampfkraft Center. Does get the light vehicle veterancy. Got a second Stug on the field as well. Good there onto the rifle squad.
Now have assault capability.
And he has gone for a manpower blitz, which is a very powerful building. He has a good number of munitions for it as well. Of course, that means he will receive consistent artillery barrages from the US player. AT gun here, bit defensive. No escort whatsoever. Not any landmines as well, so it can be overrun by infantry. And the Greyhound does receive quite a bit of fire there. Gunner killed. Looks like 2 penetrating hits. M2 raining a barrage over here. Armor car skirting around. Receives a stick bomb there. Greyhound in the region as well. Gets fully immobilized.
Veterans engaged.
AT gun does get decrewed. Grenadiers advancing forward. Stug's going to try to kill that Greyhound. Does roll a miss there. Next shot should take out the armor car. And there goes the armor car. Now the Greyhound needs the eye to escape on out of there. Does roll a bounce there. Got the battle phase now complete, which he does have plenty of manpower for it and munitions for the munitions for the manpower as well. Grenade was thrown. Getting a good hit there on the Grenadier squad. Does force him back.
Tell us who to shoot.
That Grenadier squad is fully wiped by that armored car, getting him the veterancy too. Does get a main gun short crit and does receive another AT gun shot as well. He has captured up the M1 AT guns. The Wehrmacht player has a lot of AT, 2 Stugs and 2 AT guns. On the left flank, it's pretty open. Even the M1 AT gun's been pulled out of that region. It's now right here. At one time, it's probably a bad idea for the US player to pull out any more vehicles. There's way too much AT. Another howitzer is probably a good idea. And direct hit there on those medics. He already has a free Grenadier recently, which he may have already lost.
Veterancy.
Vet 1 support units, very nice, and going for Vet 2 tanks now. Oops, that went off the side. Doesn't have his Panzer Command just yet. Rifleman squad trying to rush forward, trying to get a stick bomb up. There's the Wehrmacht sniper right there. Let's see where the US sniper, if it's still alive. He has 2 US snipers out in the field. 1 kill, 2 kills. And we've got another Wehrmacht, multiple Wehrmacht snipers. Oh, that's the US sniper, not the Wehrmacht sniper. 2 Wehrmacht snipers have deployed out as well. Rifleman squad's trying to charge, overrun those snipers. They may get some stick bombs onto the Stug as well. Does not have enough munitions for off-map powered shoot to hit that either repair bunker or for the med bunker. Sticky Bomb does connect onto the Stug. Now the Sticky Bomb does connect as well. Destroyed engine crit. Does get suppression there thanks to the middle mount, but does get destroyed. Stug fires a round onto his own concrete bunker.
Sniper's got a zero We're being hit by crowd infantry!
Flamer Pioneers. Getting some good burn damage onto the Volks Grenadiers. A little bit on open ground, so the AoE damage to the Flamer is a little bit problematic. Shug firing some shots, but hitting the terrain.
We're losing a munitions point.
Sniper's got it zeroed in!
Good hits there on that rifle squad. US Sniper could not get a shot off. And it's going to keep the rifleman around to draw more sniper fire. It does fall back, does drop a bar there, so the Volksgrenadier will love to pick that up. As well as the MG42. Okay, the Volksgrenadier squad does get forced back from the Rifleman squad. And now we do have a Stormtrooper squad upgraded at least one set of STGs. Got bolt action rifle right there as well. It hasn't been upgraded the second set. Let's see. Got the second set on the way. These STG Stormtroopers should be very effective. Good hits there from the AT gun, getting its first kill against infantry. Sniper gets a kill as well. STG squad does get spotted. And sort of running around, not getting good shots there since he needs to be mainly targeted there, getting flinched around. Rifle squad with a stupid fire. Another sniper shot there onto the MG42.
The cowboys are shooting us! Volt squad here.
Artillery barrage onto the bunker. Does manage to cover the casualty. The medic is still alive and actually pretty healthy as well. Reference squad does receive a shot. Riflemen, Flamer Pioneers trying to stop these Volksgrenadiers. The VPs are in favor of the Allies by a good amount. I have a little less than 400 while his opponent's down to 250. Good Flamer burst there on the Volksgrenadiers. They get forced back. He does stop that point from being decaptured. Pioneers captured the strategic point, and the Volksgrenadiers can be captured on the left side of the map as well. Got a mine deployed out here, fresh landmine. Rifleman as well. He could potentially spot that landmine with these stormtroopers. This may give an indication where that landmine is being built. A little bit of a weird spot to police engineers, so that could indicate that there's a landmine there. Pioneers are captured at that point, and does get this reference squad fully pinned from the MG42. STG squad does get forced back there. I think he may have found a landmine. No, there's the landmine there. So we found 2 sniper shots at least. Reference squad engaging the Volksgrenadier with the bar.
Losing a sector. Unit has died in early action.
Well, looks like he did lose a squad. Something right there. That could have been the Stormtrooper squad. Nope, the Stormtrooper squad did survive, so I'm not sure what went down right there. Minesweeper squad's going to be getting this cutoff point. We'll be cutting off that munitions sector. Still trying to fire away. Does need to get a little bit closer for the Pinto Mount.
Stormtroop replacements have arrived.
They're losing territory.
Volksgrenadiers are seeing a bit of fire from the Rifleman. The Rifleman only has 3 models there. This one does still have all 6 and actually fully fueled as well. But the Wehrmacht snipers getting a pair of shots off there. They are currently Veteran C2. The Wehrmacht players also have Pop
Our
Cap,
forward
which is
supply lines are
also
broken.
going to cause a handful of issues. He only has 1 Pioneer at the moment as well. Panzer Command has been deployed on out. He's going to capture more sectors and to get more population space. Rifleman squad advancing forward.
Incoming gunfire. Volkswagen Matthias, hold steady.
Rifleman squad receiving another shot there. Volksgrenadiers and Stormtroopers advancing forward. Rifleman squad getting ripped apart, however. He does throw a frag grenade there. He does avoid it. SCG squad could potentially wipe out that squad, but looks like not. And Jeep. Oh, Jeep. That's perfect. He's using the Jeep to find the Stormtroopers. That is excellent. That's also very useful for hunting down snipers, but also can be hunt down those Stormtroopers. And I think hunting down Stormtroopers can be a bit more important because if Stormtroopers get left in the back line for too long, it will cause a serious amount of damage. Stokes receiving a bit of fire. This Stoke has went down. I think there's another casualty recover bunker being deployed on out. We got so far just 1 M2. There's an AT gun there, so only 1 M2. That's crossholders being deployed on out.
Volksgrenadiers have taken munitions point.
Of course, has captured that sector. Volksgrenadier squad backing away.
Was jetzt?
One of the Rifleman models are not actually engaging, so we'll have a little bit less damage. Does decide to charge on in, which allow the bars and of course the Riflemen fight a little bit better, and the Volksgrenadier squad does fall on back. Rifleman squads are advancing forward. We got, of course, the Minesweeper capturing the point and Shining Eye for the VP. Soon there may be a triple capture against the Wehrmacht player.
Both squad is down. The enemy
And the Rifleman squad does get forced back. Gain 2 levels of veteran C as well. Both the sniper squads are advancing forward. Get some great hits there as well. Those 2 models were exposed. And the AT gun does roll a miss there on the Jeep. Over here, Rifleman squad engaging the Volksgrenadier. Got the Stug engaging as well. Stormtroopers are advancing forward. And good hit there from the AT gun on the Stug. After 38 will be backing away. There is a observation post on this point as well.
You have 200 points.
And now this engineer squad does get fully destroyed. Rifleman squad does fall back. We do have this Flamer engineer advancing forward. And the Flamer engineer will receive quite a bit of fire from the STG squad. In fact, rolling a whole bunch of misses on the STG squad and gets wiped out. See, quite a bit of manpower stored on up. Nothing else on the build queue. Manpower blitz on cooldown. Over here, we've got a bit of manpower stored up as well. Bit of fuel. That makes sense. He's not going for any vehicles. Doesn't have a tank depot. You could have brought some Rangers, but maybe just saving out for the off-map combat routes from now on.
We're losing a sector.
Also, standing on top of one of your own landmines is not exactly a great idea. Rifleman squad advancing forward, trying to get some good damage there onto the Volksgrenadiers. The Knights Crest holders are engaged at close range. He does throw a frag grenade. Got some good damage on in. He does use the medical crates. Oh, what's up with that rag spike? Sorry about that. And the Knights Cross holders do fall back. MG42 does suppress one of the squads. The other one looks like maybe overrun the MG42. Jeep does receive a bit of fire. Does wipe out the MG42 entirely, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Does also mean he frees up some population space for the Wehrmacht player who's currently deploying out a Panzer IV. Also, one probably would be a little bit better, but of course he has to be careful of any surprise Hellcats. He knows against infantry doctrine, so the chance for off-map combat group for a Hellcat or M10 is likely. Not guaranteed, just likely.
The enemy territory.
Engineer squad does get forced on back. Yes, a rifleman squad charging forward as well. Does receive a bit of fire. Maybe he's trying to use the offhand power shoot on somewhere. Maybe he was trying to get on the Panzer Command. The rifleman squad is falling on back. This rifleman squad should be able to capture the VP. And we've got the artillery barrage running on the retreat path. The sniper, one of the snipers could go down. Nope, that was the last round. Nice crossroads not fully reinforced. Finds a landmine there. Very nice. There's a lot of landmines in this region. Rifle squads are advancing forward, trying to hit that Volks Grenadiers. And good hits there onto the Volks Grenadiers. Snipers line up some more shots. Volks Grenadier squad does fall back. Volks Grenadier squad does manage to escape, so does this Pioneer squad. Panzer IV has been fully built, so got quite a bit of tickets for the Allies. And there's the Wehrmacht sniper. Does get forced back there, but likely will not get wiped out, though does receive a pretty nice burst right there.
We're losing ground out there.
And we've got 3 Wehrmacht snipers on the field. Ooh, nasty. US player still has his 2 snipers on the field.
One shot.
And 11 kills each, both of them that veteran Super 1.
Enemy unit down.
And finds a hit there on one of the snipers. Almost got another hit there as well. I wonder if he's actually barraging this bunker. He actually may be just trying to barrage the bunker. Maybe saw a 2-for-1 sale. Or, in this case, 3-for-1, just since there's 2 snipers. But only managed to get 1. Goes out grenade there onto the camouflage Stormtrooper squad. Stormtroopers are severely wounded. They may want to throw out their own grenade. Oh, getting ripped apart there. In pursuit of it. There's a landmine there. That is a Wehrmacht landmine. And does manage to escape on out there.
We're losing a fuel sector.
Rifleman cannot hunt down that sniper Panzer IV in this region. He may receive a sticky bomb. And Pioneer's going to just charge him forward. You can just keep Panzer IV in that region. And there's off my power shoot onto the captured M1 AT gun. Finds a landmine in the tree as well. Rifleman squad advancing forward. There's a nice crossholder trying to capture this fuel point, but still only 2 members. And the nice crossholders do get forced on back. Oh, finds a landmine somewhere, I believe. Volks Grenadiers, Panzer IV, and Pioneers advancing forward to go and force back this rifleman, no problem. On the left side of the map, Volks Grenadier capture the fuel point, but we still got 2 capture VPs in favor of the US player. No landmines in this sector here for the US player. Though he does have Pioneers nearby in case he does find a landmine. And here land or artillery barrage. Try to hit this Volks Grenadiers. Rifleman squad advancing forward. Volks Grenadiers do not capture the VP in time. And the Jeep is sort of skirting around and does find a potential sniper kill there. AT gun does roll up and miss. Lines up another shot. No, does not line up another shot. And Jeep does manage to squeeze on through there. He's pursuing this sniper. How many snipers remain? He has still 2. And then the next crossover does have a Panzerfaust ability. Lining up for Panzerfaust, fires, connects to the Jeep. Jeep is still alive, barely. And he's hitting the Pioneer right there. Rifleman squads are charging on forward. Nothing more being left from Panzer Command, nor Veteran C. He should have enough for quite a bit on the left line. Actually, he shouldn't have enough for the Tiger tank, right? He does have enough manpower as well. He may just want to follow the Tiger tank, though he may not have enough population space for it. Stroke does get himself prepared on up. Does throw a sticky bomb there, trying to crush the rifleman. Not successful. Gets damaged and crit.
They defended the fatherland until death.
We got 2. Oh! Wait, nope. That's not from Off-Map Comic Group. They don't have the 50 cows. He actually has deployed out Tank Tipo, and those are 2 mainly deployed out Hellcats. He doesn't even have an Off-Map Combat Group available. Stormtroopers in this region. There is a U.S. landmine here. An artillery barrage raining down around here. Nice crossholders trying to overrun the AT gun. Rifleman squad is falling on back. These 2 rifleman squads need charging forward. Veteran 2 and 3. They should be awarded away those nice crossholders.
The Germans are moving in.
AT gun in this region as well. He does get them both quite wounded. He may want to fall both of them back just to get some health and reinforcements. And good hits there onto nice crossholders, forcing them back. Sniper does get a kill there. Stormtrooper, one last muddle. Trying to run around. He may want to get this guy uncamouflage. And there's actually an opening right there. Interesting. Oh, and it wipes out the Stormtrooper squad. And gets a full wipe there as well. The Wehrmacht players now lost 2 squads, a sniper, or the Stormtrooper and the Volksgrenadier. That's a lot of infantry forces down. Goes out sticky bomb there onto the Stug. Does get damage engine crit. That's it. Over here, oh, there is the Tigerpanzer. Tigerpanzer and Panzer IV in this region. Got an AT gun and Volksgrenadier support as well. Engineers, they have not laid down a landmine in this region. And he's going and breaking down all this hedge line, allowing him to get more coverage there, but takes out the Pak-38 with his artillery barrage. Hellcat charging forward, and Hellcat charges to its death. This Stug is severely wounded. AT gun fires a shot there, and does get a shot off there on the AT gun, taking it out on that Stug. Next crossover does get forced back there from the Rifleman squad, down to 1 last model. Sniper still firing away. Rifleman squad going to charge into this opponent's space. There is an opening here. Pioneers going to try to stop them the best they can. The Rifleman squad is quite wounded. Yeah, we do have damage engine crit there on the Tiger tank. He could use the M2 to barrage it. The Wehrmacht player is also very low in tickets now. It has less than 100 and is counting down. Pioneers and bounces there with the AT gun. And good hit there onto the Tiger tank.
That should get you back in the war.
Panzer IV pushes its way forward. AT gun looks like an attack move forward, which may leave it exposed. Does find the Panzer IV right there and rolls a pretty sizable miss. There's also another dead Panzer IV there. I didn't realize there's a dead Panzer IV. Hellcats may have claimed it. We got 2 Hellcats on the field. 1 freshly built, a 3rd Hellcat on the queue. We're just going to transition to a Hellcat span to overrun these heavy Panzers. The heavy Panzer and the medium Panzer. A sniper may get picked off by the Rifleman. It does get picked off right there. So he did lose 1 weapon crews, Paul an AT gun, yep, right there. Rifleman squad trying to go forward for a sticky bomb onto the Panzer IV. Does get a sticky bomb on the Panzer IV. Damage to crit there onto the Panzer IV.
New recruits in, we're back to covering. Armor reporting to the feed. Left flank moving up.
We have a threat to our victory point.
2 sniper shots there onto the Volksgrenadiers.
Ready to fight, sir.
Rifleman squad advancing forward, trying to get the
Enemy
Grenadier,
unit down.
and does wipe out the Volksgrenadier, but oh no, that sniper rolled a miss onto the snipers. Rifleman trying to charge on that sniper. Sniper's right there, does get revealed. And now the Knights Crossbow is trying to focus down the sniper as well. Does send a shot there into the splits fire, does fall back, does get the AT gun decrewed. Rifleman squad's now advancing forward, should be able to force back to the Knights Crossborders and to the Grenadiers. And he has backed himself in the corner, could throw a frag grenade into the garrison. Throws a frag grenade into the garrison. And he does not get out of there. Receive 2 casualties right there. Knights Crossers almost gets wiped out. Needs to do a full retreat. We got the Tiger Panzer now advancing forward, trying to focus down the AT gun and finish it off.
Enemy unit dead.
And that was a landmine detonation there, killing off that Grenadier. Could have been detonated by the Hellcat. And there goes that AT gun. He still has a pair of Panzers here. Hellcats are charging forward. He has 3 Hellcats at the moment. Rifleman squads advancing forward as well. Now got artillery barrage raining on in. That's cross orders do fall back. And this Pak-38 may walk into the barrage. Looks like there's a second M2 back at home. Nope, that's a Hellcat. With another Hellcat in the build queue, he soon had to have 5 Hellcats. Let's throw some rounds in that bunker. The bunker looks like it's unupgraded. Tiger Panzer charging forward, has his gun rotated the wrong direction, so the Hellcats managed to get a couple free shots off of there, and now has a rear armor exposed. The Hellcats, if they would have realized the rear armor was going to be exposed, he could have got some good shots into the rear armor. AT gun does connect with the Panzer IV. He's going to go for a
Enemy unit
sticky
down.
bomb or 2. Another sniper does go down. The Wehrmacht player is losing a lot of forces. One sticky bomb does connect. Hellcat in hot pursuit gets a penetration in long range. Destroyed engine crit, so that Panzer IV is dead. Really dead. There's a lot of Hellcats. A lot of small cats here. They should be able to overwhelm the big cat. Credits there under the Tiger tank. That one does go down and does get body blocked. And these ones do get body blocked by that carcass. Another Hellcat does go down. The AT gun getting some great hits there. But the AT gun does get wiped out by the nearby sniper support. Hellcats can both withstand another shot. Destroyed engine crit. Asphalt does connect. And snipers are trying to support the Hellcats as best they can. And there we go. Main gun destroyed on this one, but should be able to skip on out of there. None of them had engine damage. Rifleman squad is also in this region as well, advancing from his opponent's base, or falling back from his opponent's base. Not sure which direction this would be, advancing or falling back. Asphalt does connect. He could have withdrawn it. His opponent's down to 6 tickets. There's not a lot remaining, and now there's a double capture against him. Maybe soon a triple capture. Mostly just double capture for the time being. Rifleman squad's charging forward to his opponent's base. He could potentially barrage the retreat area. Going for some Sherman tanks wouldn't be half bad right now. He has plenty of AT at the moment, and dealing with the Tiger tank is also very important. He is out of munitions for manpower bullets, and he still does not have enough manpower for the next Tiger tank. And this nice cross sword is getting overran and getting ripped apart. I think he's just throwing away the rest of his forces right now. Nope, he's still patrolling. Wehrmacht sniper has 1 kill. He got a fresh Wehrmacht sniper. Does get revealed there.
Taking fire!
Stay in the perimeter. Our base is under attack.
He's salvaging some of these carcasses. Very nice. And now the observation post is under siege.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
And he maybe backed out of the game. Let's switch over. No, not reinforcing. I think he's actually backed out of the game right now.
You have only 25 points.
Or he's just letting the game tick out. And it looks like he did back out of the game now. This is Anagrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Let's go ahead and do some 2v2s now. How does that sound? Let's see. Do one of these. This is not good. I don't recognize these players. Nope, let's go for players we don't recognize first. Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Company Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the left side, going for a lot of Kettengrads. We have Kransky spawning as his Wehrmacht ally. We have Eddie Z. Wehrmacht, of course, pretty standard. And as their opponent, as the British forces with Deep and Quiet. And as the US player, we have Johnny 19292.
Send your orders.
Wehrmacht quarter has been pointed out. No additional pioneers. We're likely going for probably an MG42. Oh, Schimwagen. That makes sense as well. But let's keep an eye on the Panzer Elite player. He's gone for just straight Schimwagens or Kettengrads. We do have a Panzer Grenadier here. He may be eyeing for some sort of weird play. Not sure why you go for all those Kettengrads right now. Seeing the British on his side, and that was the Wehrmacht player. Yep. Okay, let's just go for a mass armor car spam. Luftwaffe ground forces. Okay, that will explain out his loadout. Engineers going to try to interrupt the Kettengrad. They will fail at it. We would imagine an unarmed unit would be very hard to deal with. Though he's not withdrawing, he actually may lose this guy. He's received quite a bit of fire. He was pretty close to getting damaged engine crit, that's for sure. Let's capture the fuel point as well. We'll get some fuel. Got the scope rifle squad and the Brennan carrier in this region. The Brennan carrier does get the button off. The scope rifle is getting some great damage there onto the Schimwagen. Kettengrad's charging forward. Of course, if he's planning to go for Luftwaffe ground forces, this Kettengrad can camouflage, but it won't help out his teammate.
Ready.
The wounded ones will capture at this point. Then HQ set up mid. Oh, it's set up on this point here. That is a very aggressive HQ. Most players go for right around here, but this a little bit farther forward can make it even more aggressive, but also makes him more vulnerable to direct fire. Instead of going for armored cars, he may want to go for a 222. Though, no, they needed 222 for hitting the infantry, or 3 222s. But he may want to go for a mortar half-track, or a Panzer IV C to help hit that HQ command truck, because that is a very aggressive one. Kettengrad is going to be captured with the central BP, and he's making this one's way up north as well. Got a pair of riflemen in this region, since soon the Brit will have riflemen reinforcements. Schimwagen Kettengrad in this region. They've got 2 Schimwagens. Okay, that's a lot of light vehicles. The amount of Schimwagens. Wait, what? I'm hoping that the Wehrmacht player goes for a repair bunker for the 3 Kettengrads and for the 3 Schimwagens, because this is an absurd amount of light vehicles. The Axis players have deployed out more light vehicles than infantry units, than infantry models. No, not infantry models. There's 2 Pioneers, 1 Panzer Grenadier, so they have 1 more infantry model than light vehicles. Which is not... That's just saying something, though. We got this Brennan carrier can get overran by the Schimwagens. Kettengrad's doing a good job capturing up the map. The single Panzer Grenadier squad is just way forward. He needs to keep this guy alive. Got the SDG upgrade. So now that does alert its opponent that what he's gone for. He's getting some great damage right there. Rifleman squad on the high ground. He may be overrun that Rifleman squad as well. He's been behind a bit of light cover. So it all depends whether or not they can get a model down quickly. He does actually fall back really early. He potentially could get some more damage forcing him back. Let's get the next battle phase is complete. Got the Bren carrier with the MMG carrier upgrade. Very nice. Mortar almost got the wipe there on that Schimwagen and does get gunned down there now. This mortar is in a very defensive position behind the headquarters command truck. And this kind of charging forward and will get gunned down. Does not interrupt the cap there. Engine damage crit. And he will actually survive out. Didn't have camouflage activated. 52 is now advancing forward. This Bren carrier is severely wounded and does get fully wiped out there. Scope rifle squad pushing his way forward. 52 is now advancing forward. This Bren carrier is severely wounded and does get fully wiped out there. Scope rifle squad pushing his way forward. 52 is now advancing forward. This Bren carrier is severely wounded and does get fully wiped out there. Scope rifle squad pushing his way forward. Is that another 2-2?
Sniper reporting.
Yes, there is. Let's see what the US player has gone for. Though this is the Brit. Only has gotten 2 infantry sections at the moment, and of course the mortar emplacement and lieutenant. He may be eyeing from some quick Stewarts, which is probably a good idea to get some quick Stewarts. We also have a handful of riflemen, minus Bren carrier. We got the supply yard. He may be eyeing for a quick motor pool. That's also another good idea versus the 222s. At least an AT gun. Planting an AT gun near your teammates' forward HQ will help them not get overrun by all of these 222s. Speaking of which, that 222s already have Veteran C1 thanks to the NMG carrier kill. This intersection is trying to get reinforcements. Go and take time to rebuild that up. Rifleman squad is coming to support as well. They're going to have to plink that armor car to death at the current rate. And now got 2 armor cars in this region. Gets the Bren upgrade and immediately gets wiped out. He should have canceled that Bren upgrade and got more reinforcements. That was a horrible play. I'm going to keep the Brit selected because I'm curious what he's going to defend himself. He has a field support truck. He will need to get out a sapper squad for Pietz. Rifleman squad getting ripped apart as well. Getting reinforced there on the scope rifle squad. That's his only intersection at the moment. He does have the healing ability right there. Rifleman squad trying to be reinforced. He's down to 1 member. Does get another member there. Wehrmacht sniper has been deployed on out. These forces are getting ripped apart in this region. They're just getting overrun by all the light vehicles. Now he gets a fresh section, which is going to be very important. It will allow him to get some more mass. He's going another Bren. Gets damage and crit. He's starting to pick off away. Gets these Shinwagens. Mortar pit eyeing for a barrage in this region. 1 Shinwagen goes down, which is very important. Has the US player gotten out AT gun or something from the motor pool? That doesn't have enough manpower. One can go for the armor car. That's the Greyhound. That wouldn't be half bad either. Mortar pit could start hitting the 222s. It can start doing some good damage there. Rifleman squad is charging him forward. Not sure if he has sticky bombs or not. Has gone for a backline slit trench. That is just a last resort slit trench, really. Trying to go forward slit trench, but he's going to get ripped apart. He could try buttoning that armor guard. They get some good volley there. Most of the allies have stabilized, but they're still not in a super great position. Though they do have more resources sectors, at least on one full munitions sector at least. This one here. It does got a slit trench here. Getting a guy garrison the fact that it's not necessarily a bad idea. They're in radius of the casualty clearing station as well, so they can get some health regen while in cover. They had fuel OP take care D4.
We're losing a munitions point.
Munitions point being captured up. Now we do got a light TF track, which can start plinking away stuff at long range, but won't be all too effective. Rifleman is going to be engaging out with range, trying to hit these armor cars. Kaliningrad here, wounded. This Kaliningrad is quite healthy, and of course he has gone with Luftwaffe ground forces, means camouflage Kaliningrads. Bren's getting some damage at range. The US player still needs to get out an AT gun. An AT gun has been deployed on out. Greyhound is been deployed out as well. He has not gone for the armor skirts, nor the 50 cal. He needs armor skirts at least. Got some casualties being recovered by the Brits still, which will net him some extra intersections. Mortar pit could be order our barrage in this region and get some good damage on it. We do have a repair bunker here, will be used for all the Shinwagens and Kaliningrads. Now he's gone for airborne. Getting out some airborne for some close rifles wouldn't hurt either.
We have an upgrade.
He does have a good amount of munitions as well. The extra munitions income from this point here, that affects the US player, right? Yeah, it does. We're gonna net them a lot of strafes as well, so the allies will be pouring in the munitions. They will not only have additional 18, but additional, what, 27? That's plus 9, right? Gotta wait.
Nothing like digging. Units got the rifle grenades.
Rifle grenades have been upgraded.
No sign
Yeah, or
of
plus
Terry.
10, not plus 9. But of course, I will net an additional 28 munitions versus the Axis players. Because right now they're at plus 63. That's going to be a lot of strafing runs, potentially. Or bombing runs. Oh, did he lose that squad entirely? Maybe? No, those are medic models. Or a medic model. He's taking out these medics, very nice. Not close to another intersection just yet. Camouflage cannon grad will be useful for spotting. And he does need a bit of healing on this guy here as well. Could use the healing ability right there to get them topped off. And now here comes the ally US AT gun. We got 2 Pack 38s here as well. They got a lot of AT. The X players a lot of AT. We got various riflemen in this region, or at least a rifleman squad to try and be defensive. Maybe pull out a MG bunker or 2. Ask a teammate going for Stuka Sapus. And he says yes, he will. Does spot the airborne, and does have fired up enabled to decapture that point. Does fall back early, which is good. He does not have a triage center. Pioneers making the advance. We got the Kedgrad spotting these forces. Mortar raining on in.
What the hell? They zeroed in on us!
Medic does go down right there. Greyhound is
Seals
region.
have what they need to
No
pull an
armored
artillery.
skirts either. And now we got Royal Artillery for the Brit. This player has gone for that. The only thing we don't know is the Wehrmacht player's doctrine. Oh, he has gone for Blitzkrieg. So all players have selected their doctrine. Let's keep the Wehrmacht players selected because it's probably the most variability of pop-ups, such as the battle phases and the veterancy. The British is slowly crawling forward with slit trenches. A lot of Piets here as well. Has gone Pioneer from Flamethrower, which will be useful to clean out these trenches. Now got 25 pounder barrage raining on in, rolls and miss. And the Greyhound does go down to a T-gun shot. There's also a landmine there. It looks like it was being deployed out by the Greyhound itself. The Chorus rifles have been upgraded, which should be useful versus these various forces, various light vehicle forces. Incendiary mortar has been called on in. I've got some more mortar barrages here. You'll see it does, of course, have the mortar half track. Some grenade warfares from his teammate wouldn't hurt either. Firing it up, and does not even get the recoil rifles to hit that mortar half track. Another Flammable Warfare has been built, so he has 3 Flammable Warfares, which will be very useful to clean out some of these trenches. Currently, he does have 3 Pack 38s, 1 Shimbolg, and 1 Sniper. Sniper's at 6 kills. Assault phase is complete. Better skip Assault phase and go. I suppose he still needs some more from half tracks, which would actually be very useful displacing these trenches and all that sort. So we've got 2 lieutenants.
Freddy was still around, he'd be able to rig that thing.
Got some shots there on the sappers.
Reserves hold an assault force for us. They need
Now we've got
deployment
a
location.
Stews available, which would help engage these trenches. Rifleman squads are advancing forward. Hopefully these 8 armor cars are at 3 levels of veterancy. 23 and 26 infantry kills each. Jeez. Flamer Pioneers now advancing forward. They can do some actually good damage. We got some light infantry support, if I should see. Now we've got officer artillery raining on in. Pioneers all falling on back. And they do manage to all escape. All these officers do fall back. Now here comes the battle phase. He has gone for his, I don't suppose you don't need a Sturm armory to get out the Warframen half-tracks, but you could potentially get out some Nebelwerfers as well. He has a lot of support infantry upgrades, so he does have a number of upgrades meant for, that can be used for Nebelwerfers. And the incendiary effect may be a little bit better in taking out these slit trenches, since they have that lingering incendiary effect. Pack 38 or M1AT gun takes out the Schimwagen. Now we got the lieutenant, sappers, and the captain now advancing down south. Riflemen do have the, what's it called, bar upgrade. Piet's getting some good angles onto that bunker.
Attacking secure territory of the fatherland.
It takes out the bunker right there. 32 is going to try to hit these forces. These guys are quite winnable. In fact, one of those squads are down to one model. Get some hits there. Falls back now. They also need to fall back, so the captain's trying to get burned alive. Does pick up a Piet there. Put it on that one model, not all of them. Does receive quite a bit of flamer burst there on the rifleman as well. There's 3 flamers here that can do a lot of damage. And these guys are severely congested as well. AT gun does get overran. A lot of these forces can be overran. Those are these guys in the bunker. He needs to use the healing bunker effect. Those use the captain inside the bunker as well. The Brits should have plenty of munitions. No, that's some munitions, not plenty, but still enough for the healing effect. Which he's doing it now. This Brent squad could fall back to the slit trench there to get some more healing effect, but right now he's just sitting ducks. Now we've got a Panther deployed out by the Panzer Elite player. Not sure where his other Panther may have went. There it is. Getting repaired up by the repair bunkers. Airborne squad does spot the Panthers. And right now the AT gun's getting focused down, does get destroyed by the autocannons. AT gun being reinforced, but getting ripped apart by the autocannons. See a good hit there. AT gun does get decrewed and severely wounded now. The section has been reformed, so he's got another infantry section. Credits there onto the Piet squad. Not a whole lot left here to engage the Panther. He only has a lieutenant with the Piet, but it's running out of range. Rifle grenades won't do much either. Mortars are raining on in, and it looks like the Piet sapper will avoid the incendiary effect by being in the middle of everything. But right now, he's going to get burned alive. He stays right there. Does fall back to the far side, trying to get healed on up. Mortars still raining on in. 8 repulse rifles does get some hits there onto the mortar half-track. Has triple defense efficiency. Well, let's see what he's doing. MP40 folks, he's getting some Warframen now. He's low on munitions. His quality going straight for the Tiger tank. Since we're using all the munitions on the Warframen upgrade, he can't really get the manpower bullets. Good hits there. Kenigrad charging forward does spot this landmine there. The Kenigrad is camouflaged, able to spot these forces. Flamer Pioneers trying to burn this captain. Then, of course, get the fresh captain. Now here comes the Warframen barrage, getting some damage on it, but now the Flamer Pioneers getting focused down. Does one needs to fall back, severely wounded. Does get wiped out there. The other one does fall back now. The remaining one is still quite healthy and getting some great damage there on the rifle grenades. Brand squad does fall back. PS squad trying to hit the Pioneers, but this Pioneer squad is still quite healthy. Repulse rifles charging forward does receive healing effect right there. Not sure. Oh, looks like he's way back here. Looks like this squad got pretty scared it out. Airborne squad, wouldn't he fall back? Could throw a frag grenade inside this trench. He needs to throw a frag inside the trench. Gets wiped out there. Trench does get wiped out. Does lose the Volk squad. And picked up a couple Brens. There's a lot of Brens on this intersection, isn't there? There's 4 Brens on that squad. Let's put him as trench and just start firing Ray. A lot of DACA.
We have 300 points left.
Panthers start slowly advancing forward. They have not deployed out as sufficient for any sort of anti-vehicle mobile AT. They need Hellcats, Fireflies, M10s. Something to be mobile to engage these the mortar half-tracks. These mortar half-tracks are just ripping them apart. The Panthers are finding a very good front line as well. Switch out the US player and let's see what abilities I'm calling right now. He has deployable AT guns. He needs to bring in bombing runs, honestly. He has a lot of mission stockpiled up. Casual player station does go down. Damage to the crit onto the truck. Got a picked up a repulse rifle from the captain. And now got a fresh AT gun being deployed on out. He needs to go for the anti-infantry strafe and the bomb run. He needs something to break out this front line. Volvo AT gun's nice, but it's not. It's a little bit more expensive than the regular AT gun, if I remember correctly. Repulse rifles does connect with the armored car.
Airborne, ready for the fight.
Asking for more repair bunkers. I'm not sure how many he has right now. Let's see. 1 at the moment.
Paratroopers on point.
Got the 25 pounder. They help break these little siege line they have going on. Repulse rifles are receiving some hits from the Panther. They're pretty stacked up as well.
I got a bad feeling about this, Sarge.
Grant does camouflage forward, will be spawning this entire region for them. Takes out that slit trench they use building. AT gun has been deployed right there. Panthers, however, 2 levels of defense efficiency. Both of them have 2 levels of defense efficiency. It does give them the mount as well. Rifleman squad just been doing a good job of absorbing fire. Asking for 1 Nebelwerfer. The slit trench does go down. And these Flamer engineers getting picked off by the scope rifle squad. He's stopped capturing the point. Look at that Flamer going. Got why is he going for supply drops? He has plenty of munitions. He does not need supply drops. I suppose going for mortar weapons would be useful. I suppose going for supply drops for his teammate to bring in some more artillery abilities wouldn't hurt. I was just gaining the mortar, trying to put the bomb in. Mortar hatcheries a bit more resilient than mortars. They're a vehicle. And right now they need something to deal with the Panthers and autocannons and the mortar half tracks. They need just Hellcats, Fireflies. Burt doesn't have an armor command truck, and the Warpmans are ripping apart these forces. Oh, we got 2500 getting some great hits there on those forces. He has 2 25 pounders, so exactly what they need to help break that line, but Flamer Pioneers are overrunning these trenches. So it's got a little trench there, very good. Does wipe out one of the Flamer Pioneers while at it. And somehow the intersection does stay alive. Act 38 camouflaging forward. Panthers charging forward. They see an opportunity to take on the 25 pounders and they are going to take it. We do have a single Piet squad here. And there's no airborne troops here as well. It does take out one of the 25 pounders. Butterfly bombs coming in the tree path as well. Very nice. They takes out that other 25-pounder as well, and that was the biggest threat the Allies have.
Jerry's firing on us. I hear you. Go ahead, sir. Enemy fire.
Rifle grenades do rain up high. Repulse rifle, the captain does not fire.
We've got rounds.
See, Pack 30 MG bunker. Pack 30 just trying to camouflage away. You've got the mortar half-track now button. He does have Piets or a Piet firing. This one did drop a Piet earlier. And they do fall back right there. Looks like Warfman Barrage is raining on in, getting some good damage. Got a pair of dropped bars as well.
Under fire. I'm gonna get right. Fuck in a second. Jerry's open it up.
Got the mortar trying to engage this force, but it's not a good target. Got the Stu here, no kills at the moment, so looks like may not have fired off a single shot just yet. Another city mortar raining on in. Yep. Personally, what made me not want to play Company Heroes 3 was all the UI issues. Like all the placeholder UI just gave me that really big nagging feeling. It's about as polished as my own mods, and that is the worst insult I can ever give to Company Heroes 3. But yeah, now we got the Flame Engineers receiving a bit of fire. Could potentially see a frag grenade, but overall having trouble with the Flame Engineer. They do have 2 levels of efficiency. Need some more reinforcements here. More mortars are raining on in. Now here comes another round of Neb Warfare barrages. And he looks like he just got wiped out a squad there as well. Who are the OPs? We got Kransky, Kransky. We got Eddie Z. We got Johnny 19292, and we got Deep and Quiet. Definitely a lower rank game. Mortar half tracks raining on in. Got a lot of infantry sections in this region. Has 2 lieutenants and a captain in these trenches as well. But they're just getting picked up by these mortars. Bren Gunners looks like hitting the Kettengrad that got revealed. Does get camouflaged again. No, don't charge for the HQ command truck. It died there for a reason. You can't hold that region. Panthers charging forward. They will spot the HQ command truck. Send 2 deadly hits into it. They both have efficiency 3. Got reports right for some of these squads here, and the HQ command truck goes down because if it dies there the first time and you haven't secured the area, don't send it there again. More mortars raining on in. The split trench is almost down as well. I got the Tiger Panzer right there. Looks got a couple dropped Repulse rifles. So a lot of dropped Repulse rifles this game. And looks like the Brick player has backed out the game. Now you've got the Henshaw Strafing score right there. Not like there's any targets for it. And yep, that's the end of the replay. This is Anagrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Boy, that game was a noob game. If you're getting barraged like that, they needed Fireflies and Hellcats. That's simply put. They just stood there and took it poorly. Let's see now. Not sure where that replay was. Oh well. So let's go ahead and go for. Let's go with this 2v2. Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Up Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the bottom right side as the Wehrmacht player. We have Happiness with a bunch of squares. Spawn as his teammate as the Wehrmacht player of General Cheese. Spawn on the top right side as the British forces. We have Brutal Hummel, again with the wrong name for the wrong faction. And as the US player, we have a foreign name. Muted, deafened. Oh, must be talking about Discord. Because deafened means you cannot hear anybody, but they can hear you. Muted means you cannot speak to everybody. Wehrmacht quarters complete. Not big surprise. Got also the Wehrmacht quarters. How deadly. Engineers course to pull out the barracks, not support weapon center. No additional engineers, so it's just the two. Likely, it could be a rifleman, it could be a jeep. Let's find out. Take your guesses now. In 3, 2, 1. Rifleman squad. Scope rifles advancing forward. We got the HQ command truck. Looks like going for a Bren carrier, I believe. Looks like the right person. There we go. Bren carrier to pack up.
The Japs are ready.
Pioneers have gotten inside this garrison.
Say the word.
Now the infantry section is receiving a bit of fire from that pioneer. The pioneers can do damage. They can pop out of the garrison to pursue them. Was he trying to capture up this sector to blow out his HQ in a proper location? More pioneers and the MG42 is advancing forward. He has got the burning carry out to help him secure up the sector. He's also being upgraded the movement speed as well at it.
Infantry closing in on us.
New governors have been upgraded on HQ.
And he's going to try to wire in these intersection right there. If he's able to get the, he won't be able to get the wire in, and does use Floyd designated marksman there to wipe out that pioneer squad. He has not been able to capture this point. MG42 suppressing down the infantry section. And here comes the Bren carrier, loaded with some infantry section while at it. Let's just go ahead and taxi on in and get around to the flank. These forces need to fall back. Got the Schimbog in the region. His force is also quite wounded, and this squad has recovered from suppression as well thanks to the heavy cover. I would have potentially dismount, but we've got another MG42 inside this garrison. Got the command truck that's charging forward. He may headbutt the building to destroy out some of the wall panels. Jeep and Schimbog engaging at close range. Bren carrier is sort of backing out a little bit. He does headbutt the building, getting some panels destroyed, reducing the health of the building. Got two Shimbogs here, one from each player. Jeep is receiving quite a bit of fire. Jeep does go down, but the rifleman also suppressed, and the engineers behind some impact as well. Bren carrier is advancing forward. M42, so it's plenty of health. Through headbutt the building once again, getting severe damage. May push his butt into the building to destroy the rest of the panel, but does not get it, and the MG42 has backed out of the garrison as well before it goes down. We got 3 Shimbogs in the region, putting a lot of fire onto this scope rifle squad. Intersection squad advancing forward. Nope, too early for a sticky bomb. But he's getting some rounds there onto the Shimbogan. Both these Shimboggans are focusing fire over here. This player's captured the left side of the map uncontested. Got pioneers here, but rifleman squad should be able to force them out. Scope rifle squad still engaging, and the HQ command truck is still right here. He has a good reserve of manpower at the moment, but no sectors in this region is set up. Asking his teammate how many snipers. Just the one, or will just the one. Now we've got a very, very forward medic station here. That is maybe a little bit too far forward. I mean, it's not behind any sort of cover other than some heavy cover. Just going to try to be very aggressive and sort of get some free rifleman squads, I guess. We've got the Flamer Pioneers. One of the models in fact just gone down. And the medic's going to be charging forward, trying to pick up this casualty right there. The medic model may go down. It's going to try to brace the heavy cover, and both the medics have gone down that region. Full screen here, right here. This medic station was a horrible location. He's right now unsupported. Where's that Bren carrier? All the way back here. Both runs down that pioneer. Also going for another pioneer now. Well, that could be the next battle phase, actually. And the medic station will go down. That was a horrible spot. Just, there was not enough support right there. his teammate had the HQ command truck packed up for so long, he had no really supporting infantry forces to help him out with that spot. Bren Carrier may not be focused on by all these Shinvagans. The guys in the back are trying to ward them away. They're not exactly successful at it. But he will manage to drive away in time. Another lieutenant, or the lieutenant being deployed on out. He set up in a more traditional spot next to this munitions point, though he could push back a little bit farther, because right now, shooting back will net him in very, very congested areas. Rifleman squad in behind some light cover. Sniper shot does come forward as well. One sniper right now. British forces are advancing forward, trying to get some good shots on in. And now he's going for the infantry support truck. Let's take a quick look and see if we see any doctrinal selections. This player has more command points. No doctrinal selection either. Looks like nobody selected a doctrine just yet. If they did, they haven't selected any abilities just yet. Got injured damage on one of the Shinvagans. Wehrmacht sniper engaging. The other player has not deployed down snipers either. And all these forces do fall back, so does the lieutenant. U.S. engineers were repairing up the Bren carrier. Very nice. Or should I say the MMG carrier. Rifleman squad receiving a bit of fire. They do fall back a little bit early. Let's see, he says going for Blitzkrieg. And that's the player with, I guess he coined a strategy, I guess. And the player that we currently selected with no sniper is on Blitzkrieg. For his teammate, we don't know what doctrine just yet. Bren Carrier needs to put damage on the Volksgrenadier. Rifleman squad receiving, or intersections receiving quite a bit of fire and suppression. Will need to fall back sooner rather than later. Doesn't get fully pinned and receive a sniper shot there. Shinvagans are quite wounded. He needs them repaired up. He does have his pioneers very far away. At least that one. And he's going for some terror escape of one of the pioneer squads. Very nice.
An assault force has now been assembled in our reserves.
Did they both go for Blitzkrieg? Oh yeah, he's one. He said he's going for Blitzkrieg, right? Yeah. Infantry 42 does suppress the engineer and the rifleman. The engineer has no critical flamer. Volksgrenadiers behind some heavy cover. He has some good kills there. We also have some more Volksgrenadiers over here, though there's a bit of gap right there to see by the Volksgrenadier running around. Sniper only has one kill at the moment. That may be a second sniper. I thought we were assuming he would have more sniper kills. He has gone for 2 snipers. And he also got some stormtroopers being upgraded to double command truck. He's trying to engage that command truck of the Brits. This garrison's almost destroyed as well. Do we see a mortar pit? Yes, we do see a mortar pit here, but you could take out that garrison. Intersections pushed away forward with the support of the lieutenant. No additional weapons on these squads just yet. Let's see if he's gone for any weapons, or is going for any weapons. It doesn't look like it at the moment. Damage and carries needs to put damage there, and the garrison does go down.
Ready to sell. Shut your jobs and listen.
The squad has been upgraded. And now we've got the Stormtrooper squad advancing forward. Both Pentrix have been upgraded.
QM's just distributed supercharged rounds to the arty line.
Supercharged artillery now available. And Lieutenant is going to pepper up that Volksgrenadiers. 2 pack 38s. Looks like glad his teammate has gone for 2 pack 38s.
Go ahead, sir.
He says he's gone for defense, which means he's going to get light vehicle veterancy. And the US play has gone for airborne, so we've got another known doctrine. Patrick's do connect onto the mortar pit, getting a couple of deadly hits there. If the next volley does get fired off, that will net the destruction of the mortar pit. Let's see, it says sniper, fires, and there goes the mortar pit. He does have strafe and run available, which could net a lot of kills potentially. Riflemen's or intersection are getting suppressed by the MG42s. And Shimbog is getting some good damage in as well. Over here, we got the H'Shiras. They do cut a bit of wire, able to break through. Volkswagen here are quite wounded, while this one does get suppressed. H42's repositioning. We've got the Stormtrooper squad advancing forward. We've got another Stormtrooper squad. And he has gone for defense. There's defense and Blitzkrieg. There's the airborne and I think Royal Artillery? It has to be Royal Artillery. There's a strafe and run. How much damage was done there? Doesn't look like he can let him wipe on a sniper. He does have one sniper dead, so maybe the sniper has gone down for that strafe and run. Or something. Reference squads do fall back. And there goes that Shimbagan. MMG here is still alive on the high ground. And now that Shimbagan is trying to pursue down the US sniper, he may net himself a kill. Does get a retreat back, which does get him more turn radius there, and does get gunned down there by the Brun carrier. Medics are being hit upon retreat. Those are US medics, because you can select them. Yeah, got another US medic station here.
Reserves hold an assault force for us. They need deployment location.
Another Stu has been, deployed, or the first Stu of many. Is this going to rush already? Oh, he's going to rush the artillery position. Or no, wait, yeah. Where is it at the moment? There it is. Maybe a bit more stealthy. Use the stormtroopers. Yep, he's going to push forward. Not necessarily rush, sneak. Now we've got some officer artillery raining on in. Looks like the Stus didn't get hit by there. We've got defensive for the fatherland ability been activated, as medics are getting hit as well. The Stu will distract his opponent. Maybe go over the casualty clearing station. Just let the stormtroopers camouflage forward, but no, he will not get camouflage forward. And one sniper shot there. The stormtroopers need to fall back. Take your sweet time if you're trying to rush, take out the 25 pounder, but now the Stu's will be engaging at close range. Does get a good hit there. Piet Squall is trying to stop him. It's one pen, one bounce. Another good hit there as well, so one more shot should be able to take it out. Takes out the 25 pounder now as well. He does get a stick bomb there. Does with the Stu, which is 500 manpower. 25 pounder is of course cheaper in manpower, but of course costs fuel. It says worth, so we believe that was a good trade.
Pioneers have seized objective. No enemy in sight. Was wünschen Sie? What do you want?
I suppose fuel is really no problem. It's actually a lackluster resource given enough time as well, so maybe actually in the end better for the Brits. Though let's see how much manpower the Brits have. He does have a bit of manpower, a small amount of fuel. Now, of course, slow down any sort of Firefly production. Rifleman squad does get suppressed there. This Rifleman squad advancing forward. I suppose this early in the game, now you have to make the decision whether or not to go for another 25 pounder or go for the armored command truck. For the fatherland has been activated. Got some more officer artillery. Pioneer squad will avoid it. Grenadier squad does roll a miss with the command truck. And stormtroopers are here as well. They do get some damage there, nothing too significant, and the rifle squad does get forced back. His forces do get suppressed and pinned, or just suppressed by the MG42, and does get forced back there now. Looks like a rifleman squad here. They could potentially throw a frag in the garrison if they have that researched. And he's the one who's gone for defense, so no stun grenades either. More medics charging forward, trying to claim some casualties. And And that's a US sniper, not a medic. Recon run does, or strafing run may have been activated. Let's keep the US player selected because we don't know, as a bit more volatile, what abilities can call in. That was a recon run. No strafing run has been called on in. We got a fresh stew and a fresh 25-pounder. Engineers pushing forward, trying to hit these stormtroopers. We got a hit there onto the stormtroopers, forcing back. He's pushing M10s, though they're fighting against airborne. That is maybe not a possibility. Nope, we do see AT guns. No tank depot just yet. But they're fighting against airborne, so that may not be a possibility. Because sometimes you just avoid even going for motor pool and just go straight for just support abilities. Captain almost caught that 105mm shell. Folks Grenadiers are going to pass fight from the heavy cover there. MM Shakir is still alive. Got the rifleman and the intersection advanced forward. US sniper gets 9 kills. Do this fire round there. It rolls a miss. Over here, these guys do find a pretty nice landmine there. There's another Wehrmacht landmine in front of them. US medics charging forward, trying to cover some casualties. These guys do get suppressed by the MG42. And now the Flame Engineers just get fully pinned. Do we need to fall back? You may find this landmine as well. Stu finds a decent shot there. That was a strafing run right there. And looks the sniper only got suppressed, not wiped out, so that was not a very good strafing run. These forces do fall on back. These forces start making their way forward. Hartman do manage to capture the VP, and their civilian wouldn't make it wiped out right there. No, they do not get wiped out. And these forces do get suppressed. Does heroic charge forward. Stu trying to stop these airborne forces, so it's freshly dropped airborne. It does wipe out that MG entirely. It does fall back. Should be able to skip on out of there. Only will veteran super one of the Stu. Heroic charge has worn off. These guys are suppressed, hit, and exhausted. The captain did need to fall back as well. Looks like I got a bit of artillery raining on in. Stu's making his advance. This is a fresh Stu, 0 kills. Running 2 Stus around the field. Another strafing run. Does get a good hit there on the stormtroopers. They do even drop a Panzerschreck. This stormtrooper squad needs to fall back. He can't secure that Panzerschreck. Now the intersection does manage to clean a Panzerschreck right there. Stu's received really wounded. This one's still quite healthy. Intersection's trying to fire away. It's a good hit there, and his Fiat does roll a bounce. And the US sniper still picking away against these forces. They ain't gonna destroy on that Stu. Needs to fall back. Both these guys need to fall back and get repairs. Fresh US sniper has been pulled out, has 2, and out of control. He didn't reverse move long enough, and he gets wiped out.
Enemy unit down.
Granted, reverse move is a little bit more difficult in this game because there's no reverse move order. Bunker receiving a bit of fire. Got the rifleman squads advancing forward. The bunker is being repaired as a casualty cover bunker, and now got a R2 25-pounder barrage onto it. Multiple 25-pounders now raining on in, or just the one.
Boys, order.
We've taken the victory point.
And the bunker does go down.
Squad is under fire.
US player did deploy out landmine there. Very nice.
Enemy
Act
unit
30
down.
does get overran and got a sniper shot there onto the rifleman. Drew lining up shot down the engineers, forcing him back. Rifleman squads do see a bit of fire. Volks Grenadiers advancing.
The enemy is down to
They'll
300
throw a
points.
Panzer shot into that fence. But you got a heroic charge trying to hit this Stu. They're very bunched up. Got more artillery raining on in the sector. We do not see a 4 HQ there. There's a MG inside the garrison. Shoes receive quite a bit of fire as well. Damage engine does get the damage engine repaired. And the intersections do need to fall, and they do fall back. Got the fall to land activated.
AT Paradrop is now available.
Has got AT Paradrop, as well as supply drop as well. And the last ability for him is
We have a
the
threat
bomb
for a
run.
victory point.
Taking rifle fire!
Enemy unit
Ooh,
down.
direct hit there. And good hit there on the Grenadiers with that AT gunshot.
Spraying on Jerry! Airborne. Jerry don't mind us dropping in.
We got some more artillery barrages raining on in. He does build a fresh bunker there. That could be for casualty recovery bunker. Could be for repairs. Good hit there on the airborne forces. Now we got another Warfman barrage raining on in. And it will rain a little bit wide, more towards the HQ looks like. Very wide. These forces are firing up, trying to charge on in, but the MG-14 inside this garrison. Of course, we're fired up, you can't exactly suppress them. And these forces do all fall back, barring the Pantrek squad. This dude's quite wounded, got the nice strafing right there, suppressing, hitting this entire force. This force now, this intersection is now exhausted. Rolls a miss there with the Pantrek, and the MG-42 does suppress it and force it back.
Fire's cleared! Yeah, sniper reporting! Sniper taking fire! Sniper taking E!
Enemy unit down.
Looks like those Pioneers did get wiped out there and got a double kill there, taking out a full Pioneer squad.
My rifle is ready. Let's get this thing going.
Capture complete. This point is Tommy now. Engineers here.
Looks like I got a whole bunch of smoke in this area. Was there some sort of smoke mortar?
Finished construction.
May have been a smoke mortar in that region. He's trying to pull out a landmine there. That landmine could be detonated by the Tiger Panzer.
Enemy unit down.
That was a little miss there, so no detonation of that landmine. Tiger Panzer could potentially force fire on the ground and may have realized it. He may actually run over the landmine. Does run over the landmine there. Or from a barrage running in this region. Good hit there. I think he just got a squad wipe. Good hit there on the rifling squad. Now Pioneer's going to be captured with the VP. 30 cal bunker right there. Bolts Grenadiers and Red Grenadiers making an advance trying to capture the central VP. Right now it's very much in favor of the Allies. They've got a pretty sizable VP lead.
Enemy unit down.
And it looks like another... Ooh! Looks like a sniper found a landmine there. Why does it seem like a half the snipers I see go down is to a landmine? Tiger tank will get repaired on up. It'll take the entire health pool to repair that engine damage. Got a pair of kills right there. Now got the Pull of Fatherland being activated now.
They have 200 points left.
Warfman barrages now raining on in. Not sure where we've got these forces trying to hit the stormtroopers. They are camouflaging forward, but they do get suppressed. Got a Firefly here and got a good amount of artillery just raining on in, taking the casualty clearing station. Stormtroopers do fall on back.
The enemy is after our victory point. Enemy unit down.
So took out a veteran lieutenant, he says, and took out something as well. I heard some sort of vehicle went down. Plus, when the stew's gone down. Let's take a quick look at everybody's resources. Right now, the British player has enough manpower to pull out priests and plenty of population space. The US player has a small munitions reserve, almost enough for a strafing run. Blitzkrieg player has a very good large amount of munitions, so he's probably saving that up for a lot of manpower blitz. And the defensive player has not a whole lot of resources, but got a big stockpile of command points. He could potentially go for the 28cm rocket barrage, and then have his teammate Stormtrooper move forward and spot forward, say on top of the 25-pounders. The forces are getting a little bit overran, though the casualties should be streamlined in. Actually, it's not a whole lot of casualties for the Axis player. This medic will grab another one. He'll get a free Grenadier. Second Grenadier has been pulled out. Paratrooper squad does fall back as well. Unable to cap with bios. Maybe. Talk about this
Now
VP.
build heavy flak cannons.
And maybe one reason why he hasn't captured that point, and maybe a little, it could be potentially bugged out. Good grenade there. And I heard heavy flak cannons could be deployed out, so now they can deploy out some flak 88s who can rip apart the AT guns and these vehicles, but the 25-pounders can't take them out. So he has to rely on his teammates, Panstreks, on Stormtroopers to take them out. Does throw a frag grenade down this on the 30 cal. Does the gunner, but not the actual squad, entire squad itself. Magic rolling miss there, unable to destroy the gun itself. Medic charging on forward. And there goes that squad.
Volksgrenadiers here.
Giga Panzer and Stu making their way forward. Does find the AT gun here. And does find a kill there and severely wounding that AT gun. Another War Command barrage we got. We got a command tank here to support the Firefly. Got some shots over here. Victory point now has been decaptured. Black 88, Metro C2. Ooh, he lost the Pioneer squad right there. Black 88 has been pulling out pretty far forward, finds a direct hit there on the Sherman Firefly. May find another hit soon. Fires a shot, hits the Bren carrot, taking that out in one hit. Here comes another Warframe barrage, completely destroys the 30 cal. Volksgrenadiers suppressed, probably from that 30 cal. And the Volksgrenadiers have captured this point here.
Close with the enemy.
More mortar hits right there. He does have a 60mm mortar. Something got dropped right there. Can't tell what it was. Ooh, and there goes the priest to the Panstreks. Now he's going for the 25-pounder. Riflemen, do they have a frag grenade? They need a frag grenade. And there goes the 25-pounder. The Stormtroopers go through a frag themselves, but does get them both. Very, very nice. That allows the Flak 88 to stay there with impunity. Could use a medical crate onto it to help pop up his health. It has all three models still alive. Stu just may want to protect this VP. Sort of just camp it. Let the Tiger Tank just advance forward. Tiger Tank could potentially get some hits there. If he dances around a little bit, he could get some vehicle unit crushes. He looks like he's trying to go for the Black 88. He could be pulling a bomb run on top of it soon. Does get damage in the crit there, and the airborne squad will need to fall back sooner rather than later. Does wipe up the rifleman squad, that airborne squad entirely. More medics creating some more casualties. He covering these two does not net him a free Grenadier, just makes him 3/4 of the way. Or now 50% of the way. Another Firefly still in the mix, 2 Fireflies in the region. Asking for a MG bunker. Looks like the Flak 88 does get decreased to the artillery barrage, so a creeping barrage. Firefly advances forward, trying to focus down that Flak 88. Grenadiers need to be reinforced so they can recapture it. Stormtroopers are advancing forward as well. Fires around both Pantreks there, so won't be able to hit the Firefly. Warframe may want to fire that barrage just here. And the Riflemen are... Nope, does not capture the Flak 88 themselves. Looked like they were trying to do that. Giga Panzer trying to hit these forces right there. These guys are quite a punch up. Maybe better go for a shot there. But the sections are receiving quite a fire. Tiger Tank is at 18 kills at the moment. Panstreks trying to advance forward. All those squads are down to 1 mod member. Finds a hit there. And finds a hit there as well. Good, it's there on the Cromwell. Good, it's there onto that mortar team, takes it out. Force rifle with Grenadiers advancing forward, and then about the Volks Grenadiers advancing forward as well. And Strafe Run does connect with these forces. It does get a whole lot of damage. It does pin them down, however. Another Wolfman Barrage raiding on him, getting some good damage in this region. See a couple kills there. Grenadiers could throw a frag grenade there onto the AT gun. Good hit by the Tiger Tank. Tiger Tank has a damaged engine, needs to fall back a little bit. Grenadiers could take time, does take time to hit that AT gun. One shot away from being destroyed. Medic still charging forward as well. Stu, receiving a bit of fire there, needs to focus on that airborne squad. That should have been a much deadlier hit. Grenadiers throws a stick bomb onto this paratrooper squad. Gets a good hit there. Stu finds another shot there, gets a good hit there on this paratrooper squad.
We're losing a sector.
And the paratrooper squad does fall back. This one is probably going to win out, does get enough time to throw out another grenade. The paratrooper squad does need to fall back, so does this Grenadier. Got medics here. Other Grenadier squads advance forward. Got a sniper, 20 kills. Efficiency 2. Does not fire a shot off there. He's the one who's got for defense. He can't throw out stun grenades, but the Grenadiers do throw a regular grenade. He did tag out the Volks Grenadiers to capture the point. Let's do a small retreat there because that's where the forward retreat point is. Firefly flying around on the Grenadiers. Got this Firefly advancing forward. Command tank is right there. Got another fresh priest. Casualty clearing station, receiving quite a bit of fire, and there goes casualty clearing station. Strafe Run does connect, misses Stormtroopers. It's actually very, very important Wolfman Barrage running on it. He's trying to go for crush with the command tank. And takes out the command tank before getting a single crush. Finish down the Firefly. Firefly's one shot away from death. You could potentially take down time to take out that headquarters command truck. He's walking to his teammate's barrage, does take up the Firefly there, and does fall back. A little bit of friendly fire damage, but sometimes it's sort of hard to coordinate when to charge forward, when not to charge forward. Now here comes Register Artillery onto the VP. That will stall out the point. The British force could just retreat back quickly because there's 4 points right there.
Hey, Grenadiers, you do. Hold in line. We have taken a victory
Seizing our territory.
Sled trench being built on, being put on the front line, will get destroyed itself, and now the intersections do get forced back once again. He doesn't have the casualty clearing station anymore. Stu finds a shot there. The Veteran Security has come forward on the Blitzkrieg players' units. We've got the force rifles in this region as well. And as both of them still up and going, more artillery raining on the end, and these forces are just getting severely wounded. Medic does go down.
The bunker is ready for action.
I hear a Wolfman Barrage raining on in. It looks like the mortar team does go down. A lot of Volks Grenadiers advancing forward. The Grenadier with the Patriot troops are hitting that HQ command truck as the other forces are trying to hit the infantry. The intersections are all quite winning. You may want to use deploy designated marksman. It's quick look at resources. The defensive doctrine has a lot of munitions stored up, and almost enough for a rocket barrage. You may just want to call them the rocket barrage in this region, though, and just spend 50 munitions somewhere. Asking his team to build some repair bunkers. Could be both of them. We've got the Blitzkrieg. That's a lot of munitions stockpiled up, so that's going to be a lot of manpower. He has a lot of fuel as well. Maybe want to start deploying out mass Panzer IVs. Register artillery, I think, is running on in once again. Riflemen are late responding. They do catch the point, but does get wiped on out. The access supplies down to 24 tickets, not a whole lot remaining. Stu's trying to camp this point, got the MG bunker here as well. They're putting a lot of defense there. The airborne, of course, continues fired up to avoid the suppression. And now with the Stu getting some hits there on the Rifle squad. Airborne squad trying to hit this Tiger tank. Tiger Panzer is about to go down. Howard Stu finds a great shot there, and we got some more Stormtrooper Panzerstrikes coming on in. Warfare and Barrage is raining on the sector. We've got a Steward here? Okay. Warfare and Barrage raining on in. Gets some good hits there on the Firefly. The Firefly is almost down. Got a strafing run into this region as well. I'm not sure where exactly hit. Ah, right there onto the Stormtroopers. I'm trying to repair the Tiger tank now. Nice cancer around there, but Panzerstrikes, of course, win out. Got this Grenadier loaded up with recoilless rifle, 2 recoilless rifles. Let's see, yeah, plenty of munitions, and plenty of fuel, and eventually plenty of manpower. For the US player, not a lot of munitions right now. Small reserve of manpower, and plenty of fuel. And for the Brit, no HQ command truck, and a small reserve of manpower, which is going to be used for the HQ command truck. And a good amount of fuel, small reserve of munitions. Does fall back here. We don't even have a triage center here, which means no healing for the US player. Fresh HQ command truck. He may just want to pull it out somewhere for some easy munitions. Not here. That's already a field support truck. Too dangerous to go right there. There's too much indirect fire, so maybe a good idea just to deploy in this sector right there. You get Panzer pushed away forward. We got another airborne troop here. Let's see if he's upgrading with recoilless rifles. No, he's not. Doesn't have enough munitions for it, or maybe he's trying to save some munitions for other things. Shoot, let's find a good hit there. These forces do get suppressed and get ripped apart. And it looks like he is going to take out Dallas to Castle GG. There is some good artillery barrage there on the Stews. And got it. The Stews are receiving lots of fire right there. And both the Stews do go down. And looks like the airborne player has Castle backed out of the game. Firefly does go down. We've got these 2 intersections here, and so they're probably backing out the game as well. Yep, HQ command that HQ structures go down as well. And either way, that's the end of the replay. This is Anna Grace saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. So now looking at the time, this is going to be my last replay for the night. So everyone have a good night.